one from last year. That was really good.
I still need to play that one.
It's really good. Yeah. So we are live. Just let you know. Still waiting on. I
started playing Shadow of War, but I can't get into it for some reason. It's kind of just more of the same. Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah, I never could get into Shadow of Mordor in the first place. So
I liked the Shadow of Mordor. That game was awesome, but I played a couple hours of the new one, and I was just like, it's not much different.
Yeah.
All right, let me go pour this drink real quick.
All right. So I guess we're getting people in. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Let's get some more people here. We're still waiting on T and Gamer Nick. So we got some.
T's probably signing up for that Nintendo Online right now.
He's signing. But he gets so mad every time we bring it up. He hates it so much.
I went on his video. It had nothing to do with Nintendo Online. I said, I ain't got time to watch your video. You're gonna get that Nintendo Online or what?
Boy, that's funny. What's up, Unforgiven? Get some more people here. Yeah, I think I might just I don't know, that OBS, man. I don't know what the hell. I'm gonna just do the traditional way. I didn't have time to do any testing today, so
okay.
yeah. At the got off at 2:30. I just been chill. I was watching some Dragon Ball Super.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Like I told Retro Bro, I'm not watching it in Japanese. I'm watching it in English, man. I'm not used to the Japanese voices. So I'm waiting on those episodes, even though they did finish the series, but I'm still waiting.
I fell off. That show is not good.
The Trunks arc is pretty good. I mean, I'm enjoying that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to the movie though. It has Broly in it.
You didn't see the Trunks arc yet? That one's actually good.
I saw the Trunks arc. I got all the way up to the I don't know how far you are, but the actual tournament between all the planets, the universes.
No, I'm not there yet.
You're not that far yet. Okay.
The last episode I was in, Goku, Vegeta, they went back again to fight Zabuza. Is that his name? Zabuza?
And Rose Goku or what?
Goku
Noir, whatever his name was.
Yeah,
you're like way
yeah, because they got their ass whooped twice, and right now Vegeta, he's whooping his Goku's
that's the thing I don't like about that show. Like the power levels are completely irrelevant now. Like Goku turns to Super Saiyan God. Next day, it doesn't even matter. That shit drives me crazy. It gets worse.
Yeah, that's why you don't see Piccolo no more. He said I can't
babysitter.
I can't hang no more. He said y'all got too powerful, man.
All Piccolo does now is watch Goku and Vegeta's children. That's his job now.
There's no point.
Yeah, he can't compete. Krillin can't compete. None of these guys. Yamcha, like, what the fuck are these guys gonna do? But it's so weird because like you'll see later on when the tournament starts, like people that you would not think can do anything are able to fight again, and it makes no fucking sense because everyone's super.
Is Dirty sleep again?
Hard. I think he's sleeping. Yeah. We were Dragon Ball Super and he fell asleep.
No, I think I heard him snore a while ago. He must have had a hard day or something.
Hard day. I just had a 6-hour fucking flight from Hawaii to here, man. I haven't even slept yet.
Yeah, actually, Piccolo was one of my favorite characters, but it's kind of
Piccolo was cool in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
He became a side character. Nobody.
Yeah, like Piccolo became a sidekick and Gohan became a joke.
Gohan was supposed to be the strongest.
Yeah,
which is what makes it so annoying that he became like this little bitch.
Yeah, that's one thing about the series I hate. Like, I actually love Gohan.
Yeah, Gohan was awesome. Yeah, during the Cell series. But then Chi-Chi turned him into a nerd.
Even before the Cell series, when during the Frieza arc, when he gets mad, he get that big burst of power and surprises everybody. No, he was cool there. He just didn't realize his full potential.
So annoying. I
don't know. It's like they focusing more on Goku and Vegeta's power level, and nobody else.
Yeah, everyone else gets left behind. That's like one of the biggest issues to Dragon Ball.
Even Yamcha said, "I'm retired. I can't do it no more."
Yamcha was basically retired after original Dragon Ball. he even in Z, all he did was get his ass kicked.
Yeah, he done got maimed, man. That shit funny. Oh man, what's up, T?
What's up?
Yo.
Nothing much. It's
fucking Dragon Ball nerds.
Oh, I love Dragon Ball.
Shit.
Well, it's like this. You don't have to like Super, but Super is a lot better than GT. I'll tell you that straight up.
GT is just awful.
I don't know.
They basically erased it from Dragon Ball history. It's no longer canon.
You know what I don't understand? Okay, the GT series is when Goku was turned to a kid. Same with not Ula. What's those three always following him? That dog and that girl and that whatever the thing. What's their name?
Oh, Bulma?
No. You know those three those three characters always following Goku to them around trying to get the Dragon Balls from him.
Oh yeah. I know.
Okay, I forgot their name, but they was turned to children during the GT series.
Yeah.
But the Super is before the GT series. Why are they still?
Because the GT series is not canon anymore. It doesn't matter anymore.
So how did they turn it to children in the Super if this is before? I don't understand.
Mm.
Why they still children?
You know your camera's not pointed on you, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, because they're keep asking in the chat.
I'm right here.
Yeah, that's his name, Emperor Pilaf.
Pilaf, okay.
Because in Super, the girl is there. I don't think you've seen her yet.
Oh no.
Yeah, she's in Super as well. But it's actually you'll see her soon because she's in that Goku Noir series.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's Super's like it's okay, but like compared to Dragon Ball Z, it's pretty shit.
Well, it's kind of hard to compare anything to Dragon Ball Z because Dragon Ball Z is considered the best all-time anime series. That's what I think.
Nah, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah.
It is really good, though.
No, the reason why I said that because they are the originals, and you got other shows that kind of copies of what Dragon Ball Z had did. They kind of copies what they do in their own way, but it's just everything that they did back in the day was original.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think My Hero Academia is like quite a bit better than Dragon Ball.
I love Academia. It is really good, but I don't know, man. Let's just see what's in store for the future.
Here's the best way I would explain it. Dragon Ball paved the way for shonen anime in the sense of animation of combat, but Dragon Ball has never really been well in depth in story, only in combat. And My Hero isn't really about combat; it's about the story.
Yeah, and the story of My Hero is awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
In fact, they really don't do a whole lot of fighting. They do a lot of espionage missions.
Yeah, this fighting is very like. There's only a couple minutes.
To be honest, I think My Hero Academia will be one of those long-winded animes, kind of like One Piece, because they started in school. They still first years, and they're not going to basically.
It's going to take a long time.
Yeah. Honestly,
they're heroes until they graduate, so they might be years down the line.
I don't think it's going to be long as One Piece, and the only reason I say that is because I don't know if you guys watch like Project Melee or Death Battle, or even like people like Seth the Programmer and stuff that does power scaling, and basically Gon from Hunter x Hunter by the end of the anime series, around the time he did the Chimera arc, he's stronger than him this early in My Hero Academia than end of series Gon in that anime. So he's power scaling ridiculously fast.
Yeah, he's absurdly strong.
Let's get to a point that I might have to take weeks or months off from watching My Hero Academia because my family loves me so much. Like every time we watch one episode every week, they get pissed. So I'm like, that's it. I was like, either we watch it once
right now. Season 3 ended.
Season 3?
Yeah, season 3 finished, I think, last week.
Yeah.
Okay.
With Big 3.
Yeah, the Big 3 are pretty sweet.
Okay. We might have enough people to get started by 29, 30, whatever. All right, people. Y'all know what it is. Your boy Reggie 27, and appreciate y'all guys for tuning in to the Gameover podcast, episode number 4. Hell, I can actually keep up with the damn episodes now. So got some stuff to talk about. I got some Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony stuff. probably throw a little bit of retro gaming in there. But yeah, been an interesting week. I told myself I wasn't gonna talk about this Nintendo Online. We're gonna talk about this nonsense again.
Oh my god!
But oh my god, your boy Reggie Fils-Aimé, he made me want to do this because everybody talking about his nonsense. Shokyo, he just basically just uploaded a video a while ago, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to talk about it. Like, because the stuff that comes out of his mouth is just I don't know what it is. It's crap, man. It just doesn't make sense. He's a puppet. He just get paid just to say bullshit. And I guess Nintendo Japan must love the bullshit that he says because he still works there. But yeah, talk about that. Talk about the PSN name change. The PS5 is almost here, and of course the X Cloud, and that's a thing. So remember the whole entire the power of the cloud. Remember when, you know, a lot of PlayStation fanboys making fun of the Xbox, talking about the power of the cloud. This power of the cloud, there ain't no power of the cloud. But yes, there is a power of the cloud, and I think this is a really good idea, and it might be great for all gamers because not everybody want to play on console. They might want to play on other devices. That's a really good thing. And is that it? Might be something else. Might be something else to talk about. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the intros and talk about the games that we've been playing this week. Let's start with you, Mr. T.
Hey, fools. T here. Yeah, what have I been playing? I've been playing can't think of the name of the game. I just got it for Switch. It was a 3DS game, Code of Princess. Been playing that a lot. I've been playing pretty much all the the games I've been sharing on Twitter lately. I actually got around to start playing them. And I've been playing my retro as well. You can see a nice little stack of games here. My N64. Get like me, man. I've been playing a bunch of stuff, but mostly Code of Princess and the story-based game on Switch. I just got State of Mind. Still playing that. So yeah.
Isn't that like a walking simulator game?
Kind of. It's similar to like Heavy Rain. It's an indie title, so it's not as grand as that game, but yeah, it's on the vein of that, like a Heavy Rain or a Indigo Prophecy type of game.
Okay. So. Hey, did you play any of those really good NES games online? Stream those good games, man, for that really cheap price?
Nah, I have to own Nintendo Switch Online. Yeah, so that's a big no.
He's a man.
They just added like 3 more games.
Bang for your buck, man. Bang for your buck.
So they casualized Zelda. They made an easy version of the original Zelda.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, what about you, Retro? Intro and whatever games you've been playing.
What's up, YouTube? Retro Bro here. Haven't really played too much games this week. Been really busy working the holidays and whatnot. But I did get to play a little bit of Duel Links since they brought out the Ultra Athletes, so that was pretty fun. I haven't even completed that deck yet, and I went to Platinum with an incomplete deck.
Okay. That's all you've been playing? Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Dirty?
Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy Dirty. I haven't really been playing too much. Just been playing some 19. I finally got around to playing Hellblade for the Xbox. I had downloaded it for probably about 2 months ago and just not getting to it. And just been playing some classic Neo Geo, The Last Resort on the Switch.
Okay. Who I can get? Alex? What about you? Yeah, go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, I haven't been playing much. I just got back from vacation, so I played 6 hours of Mario Odyssey on the way there, and then 6 hours of Mario Odyssey on the way back. That was it. So I got all the way up to Bowser's Castle. So I almost beat Mario Odyssey a second time just on the plane. So that's good. That game is so damn good. I started from scratch just because I wanted to play it again. I picked up Guacamelee for Switch yesterday, so I'm going to play through that again. That's the 3rd time I've bought this game now. And waiting for Guacamelee 2. I think that comes out in November or December for Switch. That game kicks ass.
Okay. I really haven't played much games myself because, like, I'm still working 60 hours a week at this job. Like I told y'all the other week, man, I'm the boss now, so it's a lot on my plate. So I can't play as many games as I want, but the games I've been playing, I've been playing my NES Classic, not NES, the Super NES Classic. Been playing Contra 3. Oh my god, that game's so fucking hard. I'm getting better at it. That game is fucking hard. What else? I played some Star Fox on the Super Nintendo Classic, and a little bit of Super Mario World. So just been playing some classic games, and of course played a little Final Fight. I got Final Fight 3 on my TV right now. Oh, and I played the beat 'em up bundle. I bought on the Xbox. I played online with a few people. We played through Final Fight 1, and then dang, what's the name of that game? That was it something Dragons or something? I forgot the name of that damn game. It was some other game that you get to play up to three players. I'm trying to remember the name of that game, but it was really fun. And I got we played through that, beat that one, and I got like 5 more games to play. So I've been playing like a whole bunch of classic games this past week, man. Been playing some retro games, so I didn't really play any modern games. So that's all I've been playing. I still need to beat Tomb Raider, man. I've been that damn busy. I still got a lot of games I need to complete. So I guess after that's gonna get started. Let's talk about this PSN name change. This is a small subject. So we've been asking about this for years, and of course they hinted this at us last year, and a lot of us, thought that this was gonna never happen. But it's been some snipping, some leaks that this was going to happen, and now we finally got an official word that we're going to officially change our name. I'm not sure on the pricing, how much it's going to cost to change. I'm not sure if it's going to be free. It'd be nice if it was free because Microsoft charges $10, but at least there was an option to change your name, even if you have to pay. So I know some of y'all are not really big into PlayStation. But I hadn't played my PlayStation in months, and I still haven't even got Spider-Man yet. I'm gonna get Spider. I'm gonna try to get it this weekend. I just don't want to buy all these games I know I'm not gonna play because I'm always gonna wait until I get a discount. I'm just gonna be real with you. It's kind of hard for me to keep up with a lot of these games these days because of my busy lifestyle. So it's like I'm waiting for a price drop now because it's pointless to buy something brand new and let it sit there for weeks or even months. And by the time I play it, the value has, tremendously had dropped. So that's why I'm waiting right now, because I got a big backlog of games. But like I say, this PS name change is really good for the consumer base. And I'm tired of using my real name on there. And it's time for me to use my YouTube name so I can better, look, people can actually look for me. A lot of people still don't know, my real name. But yeah, let's get to. Oh, God damn it, he's here. What's up, Nick?
You're not. The most important person in your podcast has arrived.
Oh, Jesus Christ! So you came and Mr. T left.
Yep.
No, you got me.
Yeah. All right. I guess go and get your intro and the games you've been playing.
Hey, this is Nick from Gameover Incorporated. I'm pretty much sure because Real has no other white friends besides me.
And, damn! I was like, that calling me a race. That's messed up.
I didn't say that.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. Anyway, so games I've been playing. I just finished Torna, the side quest country for the Switch.
Oh, they go eat you alive in the chat.
Currently playing Mega Man 11. Well, we'll get back into it in a minute. And also, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm. He telling me shame on me. I'm not a real gamer. I'm not. Hey man, shit. Once you start working 60 hours a week, and plus you the boss now, that's a lot on you, man. And plus you got a 8-month-old baby crying, waking me up twice a night. Yeah. I can't hang with y'all like I used to, man.
None of these people play games.
It's too much. It's too much. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I still game. I just don't game as much as I used to, But doesn't mean that I'm not make me less of a gamer. It's just these past few weeks or a couple of months, I just haven't gamed, as much as I want. So
fraud with your job and your family. using those excuses for not playing games.
Well, I can always just drop everything I can, drop my job and completely ignore my family and just play video games. And all of a sudden, we're going to be living in a cardboard box, or I can get divorced and I can be living by myself. Is that what y'all want me to do?
I think some of them will say yes.
No, you just gotta bribe people with eShop cards to watch content and then beg them for Patreon money. That'll take care of you.
Oh man, some people has been asking me about, hey, real, when you gonna start a Patreon? I was like, man, I love your support, and a few people asked me about that. They said they'll be willing to donate. Like I said, I don't want to start a Patreon until I know for sure that I will make consistent content on a weekly basis. I just haven't been consistent, man. So like I was telling now, as soon as I move into my house next year, I have an extra bedroom, it'll be a lot easier on me, man. Instead of me rearranging stuff just to make a video, that right there takes time alone. Rearranging just to get started and put everything back when I'm finished. So as soon as I get my house next year, it'll be a lot easier on everybody.
Bad Lazy is telling me don't forget Bully Unstable Edition.
Unstable Edition. Okay, so we was talking about the PSN name change, smaller subject. So let's go and get this one out the way. What you think about the name change, Retro?
I think it's about damn time, and it's something that should have happened a long time ago. I don't understand why you would charge someone to do a name change to begin with. I mean, for the most part, like, I guess playing devil's advocate here, they probably have a system where everything is linked to everyone's account. So if they got rid of it, it would get rid of whatever information they have as a number. And I'm just thinking of that from like a banking term, that maybe everything that's linked to the account might be a separate number and it's hard to keep everything together, or if they get rid of it, it deletes all of that. But as a gaming company, for something as simple as just a name in your account, I don't understand why changing it would affect or keep everything linked to your account that strictly, because it's just a gaming service. So everything as far as information, email, games you may have downloaded instead of using physical shouldn't be that tightly linked to an account, because it's a service for a hobby. But that's just my personal thoughts.
Yeah, I feel the same way. We shouldn't be paying for that. That's something that should be free, because we already pay $60 a year just to play online and all that. So anyway, what about you, Dirty?
Yeah, it's cool that they finally let us change our name, but I mean, I'm cool with my name, so I won't be changing it. But as of paying, it should be free. I agree with you guys. It should be free. But then again, I mean, I guess Sony look at it as, if it's free, how many times you gonna change your name within a week, within a month? Mm-hmm. So they look at that as, you know what, that's revenue, because they already know if they do it free, there's going to be so many people out here that's going to change their name to this for the day, and then be like, oh man, you know what, I'm gonna change it to this the next day or next week, and it's going to keep. It's just going to be a cycle of players just steady changing their name out every week or every other week. So why not get the money for it?
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand that. I have a friend, not going to say his name, that I know in real life, and he's a very paranoid person that doesn't trust people. And if he feels like somebody trying to take his information or he has to watch out for somebody, he will change his name instantly. And that's something he does numerously on Facebook. So that could be a pain. I understand that.
All right. You don't know that, Dirty?
Yeah, and plus, it get confusing. I mean, like, I got some people on Xbox, I haven't played with in a while, and I got a few of them, man, and hey, who the hell is this? I got to jump in the party, like, who the hell is this? Oh, this so-and-so. Like, okay. Like, twice already. I done seen you change your name, like, twice within, like, 6 months. Like, come on, man. Stop playing. Just stick with the name.
That is true. All right. What about you, Alex?
Yeah. So the first time is free, according to The Verge here. It says the first time you change your name is free, and each time afterwards is $10. But if you're a PlayStation Plus member, it's $5.
Okay, that's not bad because at least it's free the first. I had to pay the first on.
I think most people just want to change it one time because they have some stupid name like Cockfighter 69 or some dumb shit.
That's kind of embarrassing. A lot of was like teenagers back.
Yeah, because a lot of people carry the name over from like PS2.
Now they're like 30-year-old grown men.
Can you imagine? They're like playing Call of Duty, and your wife's like, "Oh, which one are you?" I'm like, "Oh, Cockfighter 69."
The funny thing is, I want another person that's so fucked up they have a backstory for that. So when their wife is like, "What the hell was you thinking?" and they'll be like, "Well, there I was, dick to dick," and then just start going into the story.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like first time is free. That's a good thing. They should do because they should do that anyways because of how long this took. It's launching 2019, so that'll be 6 years just to let people change their name. It's pretty ridiculous to be honest. But
did they say when in 2019 or just say 2019?
It just says the beta is launching soon and that the full program will roll out sometime in 2019.
Oh, okay.
So we're not too sure. But the beta starts in November 2018, so it's most likely early 2019.
Yeah.
But either way, like it's good that they're finally doing it because it's one of the few things that annoys a lot of people about PlayStation is that you just simply can't change your name, and that's a really dumb thing for a video game company not to let you do. So it's good to see, and the price is not too bad if you're a PS Plus member. $5 is each time is pretty good.
Oh, okay. What about you, Nick? What you think about it?
I think people need to learn to live with their poor choices.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of people did a lot of stupid shit.
Pretty sure you're the same guy who changes his Discord name weekly.
Oh, no, it's great for me after.
Nick is conservative confirmed.
I'm going to have a different name every time you see me.
Right now, your name is None of You Play Games.
They're sitting there in the fucking chat all day, like bitching about games, but I ain't nothing to them playing it.
That's a damn shame.
I think it's like it's not really something I give a crap about. Maybe I'll change it. I don't know. I barely play on PS4 anyway, but
I don't even have.
It's a nice thing they should do. I think charging for it is like fucking stupid though. I mean,
they can get away with it because Xbox charges for it too.
Yeah, well, I think it's dumb to pay for it on Xbox too. That's why my name is the same. But yeah, it's just like it's a good thing. Like having to pay for it's kind of dumb. Like seriously, like Sony, you think you're that special? Oh, whatever. It's bad enough. Like PS4 wants you to use your real name now anyway.
What is with that?
Like,
so they can rat on you to the feds.
Yeah, if they try to you first sign on to your PS4 or first get a PS4 wants your real name. I was like, no, you're not getting my real name.
I haven't used PS Plus in a long time. I got it.
Yeah,
I had a year free when I bought my PS4 Pro. They threw in a year of PS Plus, and ever since they ran out, I haven't even wanted to.
I don't have PS Plus. I don't have Xbox Live. I don't care.
Mm-hmm. All right. What about you, T?
PS Plus to change it, but it's still dumb they charge you for it.
How's my audio?
Are you good?
Piece of shit, PC. What was the question?
I was wondering what's up with that vertical cap. What the hell?
Are you on your phone now?
Is that better? Yeah, I'm on my cell phone.
Oh shit! What you think about the PSN name change?
Allowing people to? Is that what you're talking about? I completely missed the start of
That's
this
the fact that they're finally offering it.
This is about time. That's one of the things I used to hear people complain about the most. I never cared because I've never changed mine, so it's always been Mr. T, so it wasn't a big deal for me, but I know a lot of people had an issue with it. So what are they allowing you, like a certain number of changes, or
first one is free, after that they're $10 each. Or if you have PS Plus, it's $5.
Damn, $10. Is that
so? Basically, golf rules. You get one mulligan.
Yeah, Is that steep? I don't know about the prices for this stuff, so I don't know what to compare
It's
it to.
$10 on Xbox as well.
Oh,
It's
okay.
half the price of Nintendo Online service.
Oh dang! Just for a name change.
Man. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's good they're finally doing it. Maybe they're finally listening, so that's good, right? I mean, yeah.
Okay, so that's everybody on this little subject. This little smaller subject.
Did I miss anything?
No, not really. This is our first subject. You ain't missing nothing, man.
Okay.
Okay, I guess before we get to this next topic, anybody pick up some retro games this week they want to share?
I got an action figure.
You could share it if you want to. Is it retro?
Let me find it. One sec.
You and your old games.
Hey, show your old games because I know you haven't. What about you, T? Did you get anything?
No, I mean, I don't. I know
It's
I'm probably
definitely not
classified as a collector, but I don't like actively collect.
Oh, okay.
Most, I would say, about 80% of my game collection, quote unquote collection, is stuff that I bought like around the time of the system's life.
Yeah.
Certainly my Saturn stuff. I haven't bought a new Saturn game in at least 10 or 12 years.
Oh, it's been
but
that long?
yeah, it's been that long. But every once in a while I might pick up a Wii game or something like that. But like my retro consoles, I haven't bought a retro game in a long time. That's why I always say that I'm not really a collector because but I'm going to actively start collecting for sure.
Yeah, you might want to do that before it gets really crazy out there.
I'm looking mostly for like Dreamcast. I'm not satisfied with my Dreamcast games, my amount. So it'll be Dreamcast and probably Saturn after that. There's still some Saturn stuff out there, but it's so goddamn expensive, you know. So
yeah, I'll tell you what, on the Dreamcast, they do got some expensive games, but it's not even on the same stratosphere when it comes to Saturn. Like,
oh yeah.
Like,
no.
I think one of the most expensive Dreamcast games that was JoJo's Bizarre. It's like over $100-something. What else is expensive? Power Stone 2 is expensive. That's about $100.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
It's starting to get really expensive. Because when I first got it, I got it for like $65 or something like that. It was about 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago. Now it's jumping up to almost $100. So it's you better get it while it's there, man, before these prices get insane. You know,
they're already insane.
Resident Evil 3 is starting to get expensive because I bought it last year, almost 2 years ago, for $50. Now it's like $70. So it's getting more expensive. So I think my Dreamcast collection, I might got probably almost 50 games. Street Fighter Double Impact, it's about $50-$60. Third Strike between $70-$90. So yeah, if you want to start collecting, I don't do it now. Before you be paying $500 for one game like that Panzer Dragoon Saga. That is just insane, dude. Who would do that?
Well, it's supply and demand. There's not a lot of those games out there, so they know that they can get you for that price.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, you gotta be pretty crazy to pay that.
$500.
$500?
Well, Panzer Dragoon specifically, it's the rarity doesn't just stop with the fact that the game they didn't have a lot of copies in North America. The rarity also pertains to the fact that there is no source code for the game. I guess Sega lost the source code, so you can't really. So you can't even emulate the damn game, really. I mean, it's crazy.
How you lose the source code?
They're Sega, man. They can do it all.
Sega, man. That's.
hey, give it up for Sega right now. They actually doing good, man. The games they shoving out right now is pretty good. Like Fist of the North Star. I'm here.
Yeah, I want to play that Fist of the North Star game.
That's a badass game. I've been looking at people playing. I'm like, man, that looks pretty damn awesome.
It's basically Yakuza with a different skin.
Yeah.
But how do you lose the source code to one of your most popular franchises? Like, I just don't. That's insane.
So I will be getting Panzer Dragoon Saga, but I'm getting a Japanese version. I'm not paying that much money. That is crazy. That's insane.
That's egregious.
Yeah, the people on eBay literally selling the disc, each disc for $125 a piece.
Each disc.
Each disc. Oh my god!
You have to buy from them on a payment plan. You can have disc 1 today. Next month, when the payment comes through, you get disc 2.
Yeah, the freaking manual costs about $15-$20 for the manual, or maybe
you
more.
want the original casing? That's another $50.
I've seen the manual go for $40-$50 just for the manual.
Why?
You can't even get a manual in current games.
Because that game is that rare. I think they might have
crazy.
Pressed 10,000 copies for North America.
That's ridiculous, though. Nobody reads a manual.
Now, nothing. Empty.
Well, the thing about the manual is the manual for Sega Saturn games is different because the manual is the cover. Like, this is the manual right here. So if you don't have that, this is how your game looks.
But the only time people read manuals was before.
Yeah, they don't like that. Me neither.
But the only time people read manuals was before technology. I remember as a kid when we didn't have internet and your parents made you go to church, you read a manual while you were in church on Sunday. That was the only time.
Okay.
Well, these days, that's not the value. These days, hey, what?
I just bought a stall.
Somebody making a snow cone or some shit?
I know, right?
This just came in yesterday when eBay dropped off a stall. Okay, y'all tell me what's wrong with this picture. Okay, you see the CD, you see the disc, you see the manual. You see this. Like, y'all see anything wrong with the picture? Anything?
Yeah, he looks like a retarded Knuckles.
Anything? You see anything wrong with the picture?
He's doing shades.
You see anything? You see anything? Y'all see nothing. Anybody?
Hold on, I can't see anything. I gotta.
Can you see it?
I'm looking at my phone. Okay, I see now.
Anything wrong?
It's missing. Mine is the same. It's missing a stall on the side.
On the side. Like
the binding.
All the other games, you can see the name of the games on the side, and I was like, "This dude just got me."
No, that's how mine is too.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they're all like that. All the stall games.
Are you serious? I did not know that.
That's authentic. That's how it came. For
what
whatever
the
reason.
hell was they thinking?
I don't know what. Because
I'm over here thinking I got ripped off.
Yeah, let me pull mine out.
Because I paid $80 for this.
Oh no. I paid like 20 for mine, but that's all right. See, mine is the same.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, it's authentic. I bought this in like 1997, so
1990. God dang.
Yeah, so it's authentic.
Yeah, man, retro gaming, it is crazy because I told you I bought Splatterhouse 2 and 3 last week, but I bought the where's it at? I bought a repro edition. I didn't buy the original because the original is freaking expensive, dude. Here it is. So basically, whoever did the repro did a damn good job with the case because all this is not original. It's not original at all. All this is not original.
For what?
Splatterhouse. I got Splatterhouse.
Oh, Splatterhouse, yeah.
These are not original. I bought these are custom made cases.
Yeah, those repros look pretty good. Some of them look really good.
Matter of fact, they sell for about $5 a piece on eBay. They look really good. And you can tell if you look at the cartridges that the cartridges are not original. You can tell, just look at it. It's not original. And what else? I bought another game that they came there almost perfect of copying Sega's cover. That looks authentic, don't it? Doesn't that look authentic? Adventures of Batman and Robin?
Yeah, it does.
It's not. It's a repro. That's a repro case I paid $5 for.
Wow.
So yeah, man, like it's just to a point that a lot of these games are getting so very expensive that people were willing to pay to get these repros. Like I bought Chrono Trigger and I bought Final Fight 3. Those games are very expensive on eBay. Final Fight 3 costs $100. Chrono Trigger costs damn near $200. I just bought the repro. Like, I just want to play the game. It's not,
as long as you're not like some purist collector that really wants the original. If you just want that hardware to have it, because it's better than having a ROM, then there's nothing wrong with repros. I have no problem. I have two. I have Star Fox 2 for Super Nintendo. Obviously, that game never came out, so they made a. I don't know. Can you call it a repro at that point when the game was never produced to begin with? But I have that, and I have. Well, that's not a repro though. I haven't gotten it yet. What's the game called? 40 Winks on N64. That was another game that was finished but never came out, and somebody bought the rights to it, and they put it out on N64. The actual hardware, the actual cartridge. So I like when they do stuff like that. You know, when there's games that were finished that never came out, or somebody made their own game. You know, using the Super Nintendo hardware, N64 hardware, and you can put it out on an actual cartridge. That's cool, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, I know a lot of y'all want us to get to the other side. I just want to just do a little stopgap with the. So I guess Nick, you didn't get any retro games.
You guys done with your measuring contest now?
Oh my God, Nick! Fuck you, Nick.
What did he say?
He said, "You guys done with your dick measuring contest?"
Hey Nick, if it's any consolation, Real said he didn't beat Contra 3, and Kid Retro did. Just saying.
Oh damn.
Well, I didn't own it. I didn't own it.
He was a Sega kid, so
I was a Sega kid.
You gotta give him a pass.
See, I was the game that was closest to Contra that I played was Vector Man.
Vector Man was easier. It came with a cheat code.
I didn't
classic though.
Contra 3, that's classic.
Man, that thing is hard, dude.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I'm talking shit, but that game is hard. Like. The only reason I was able to beat Contra 3 is because my uncle got me into gaming, and we both used to play Contra 1 together.
The only thing, like, recent that would be even close to the difficulty of Contra, I guess, would be, like, Cuphead. But even in comparison, Cuphead's easier than Contra was.
I don't know, because, Cuphead, you got unlimited continues. Like, back then, there was no...
Well, you can do the infinite life.
That's if you know the cheat codes, though. Not everybody had cheat codes. I didn't have all the cheat codes back then.
It's like, I guess the best way to put it, Contra was designed to be an arcade game, like Metal Slug. So the only way to really beat it, you have to memorize the stages from constantly dying and know what weapons to have for each scene.
Right.
That's
memorize
literally
the boss
what it is.
Memorize everything.
I'm getting a lot better at it. I'm almost at the end. Like I did. Like playing on the Super Nintendo Classic, like you can always save it, but I didn't want to save it. I want to play it the old school way.
You don't want to play the OP1 way?
Wow. You would say that.
I will give you a little tip. If you run laser gun the whole game, you'll be all right.
Yeah,
laser gun is the most OP shit.
It is pretty OP. It is pretty OP. It is pretty OP.
And then the lag it has, like going across the screen, does so much damage on the big bosses.
I hated laser gun in Contra 1. I was not a fan of it in Contra 1.
Oh yeah, Contra 1 spread was the GOAT. That and rapid fire.
I like spread.
Machine gun, that's what you want.
Okay.
I have this on that one.
All right, let's go and get to the next subject. Hey, so we was talking about retro.
I'm gonna show my new toys first.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I got a Titanfall 2 pilot Jack Cooper figure. This one's pretty sweet. I got this when I was in the States. So I found it was only $5. I couldn't believe it.
Oh,
so
really?
I got that, and then I got JD Phoenix. Gears of War 4.
I thought you don't like JD.
I like JD. He's just not as good as Marcus. It's like I got this thing from the collector's edition.
Oh yeah, I saw that retro store I go to. I saw the exact same thing, but
this
they want
shit is awesome.
How
much you pay for that?
$100 for it though.
They were doing a clearance. It came with this and the game. It was only $60.
Really?
That's why you wait, folks.
That's why you wait. Never buy these collector's things day one.
Oh, I did bought another TV, but I'm not gonna bring it here because that damn thing fucking heavy as hell.
What is a CRT?
It's a CRT. It's a DVD and VCR.
Combo.
Yeah, it's a combo, boy. Hey, I only paid $40 for it. It's a 27-inch, but the width of that damn thing, oh my god, man, that thing is fucking huge.
Those things you need like 2 people to hold it.
Yeah, I was struggling with that damn thing. God dang, but honestly, I'm trying to collect these things because they starting to get expensive because on Craigslist, a lot of people they trying to use gaming as an excuse to why they put $100 price tag on an old ass 30-year-old TV.
No, man,
it's a gaming TV. Oh, okay,
that's what's gonna happen. The more something
TVs
gets,
are
the
going to
more
become
expensive.
rare.
Right.
And it's still the best place to play retro games.
Yep.
it is. That's why I bought my second one. But I was gonna buy another one, but that damn thing is down there twice the size of that. I said I can't even fit I ain't got a truck for that.
I wonder if
It's too damn big.
You know what? Too also try garage sales as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
remember
those
projection screen TVs?
Oh yeah,
the ones that had the big mirror in them.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I had probably like a 50-inch back in the day.
Those were really good for Sega Saturn games.
It was great, and I was moving it. I was moving it to an apartment, and I kid you not, I had it in the back of a truck. The last speed bump crash. The last speed bump going to my apartment. I broke the damn mirror.
I'm just searching on Amazon for a 13-inch CRT TV, $150.
Yeah, I'm trying. They starting to get expensive, dude.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
funny thing is, that's how much it used to cost in like the 80s.
That's why I'm hanging on to my 27-inch right here.
So the dude that sold it to me on Sunday, he wanted me to meet him in an empty parking lot. I was like, no.
You gotta step into this van if you want to get this TV.
You're gonna end up on True Crime Daily and shit.
He'd have been like, look here, Real. This is gonna go down one of 2 ways. Either 1, you just give me your money, say fuck it, and walk away, or 2, you're gonna have to fight me.
Local man wrong buying a CRT TV out of a van.
I'm like, but then again, he said he meet a lot of people on Craigslist in that empty lot. I said, dude, that is
I ain't going to empty lot.
Super dank.
That's like that's a recipe to get killed.
Yeah,
you can meet me at Walmart. I ain't going.
I told him.
Whenever I use Craigslist, I always meet in a mall in the food court.
Yes, we met at a 7-Eleven when people was outside. And stuff.
You gotta have a place where there's people.
I've seen too many stories where the dude got murked, dead, gone.
Yeah, we heard that story like a couple of years back where that dude and his wife killed a dude for a PS4.
For a PS4, yeah.
I remember. I think review
that shit is scary.
Gone from the world for the damn video game console.
Hey, in his defense though, just playing devil's advocate here, maybe he was just somebody trying to do some good business. Maybe he was the type of guy saying, hey, if you buy about $200 worth of these party favors, I'll give you this CRT for $25.
Wow. Wow.
It was just some old man. I said, dude,
25 to life.
I said, going forward, if you're gonna do this Craigslist thing, do not ever meet somebody in an empty lot, because that's already raising suspicions right there, man.
That's
I don't know you, man.
Thing to do. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, man, for your sake, and your kids and grandkids, don't do that, dude.
The deal is too good to be true. It probably is, son.
Yeah.
Do not put yourself in that situation.
Oh yeah, man.
I'll sell it to you, but we gotta meet at midnight under this bridge.
Okay. No.
All right.
Don't do it.
Let's go and get to Alex's favorite subject. His god, Nintendo of America president. Your god, Alex.
Reggie.
Mr. Reggie Fist.
He's a measer.
Basically, he said, he's competing for time, not against Xbox and PlayStation. So, okay, this is crazy. So let me read this little deal. So, short version, Nintendo would rather be defined as an entertainment company, not a gaming one. Fismay said the company says currently has 3 pieces of business dedicated video game business. The most way most of our consumers interact with us, mobile gaming businesses leveraging intellectual properties in a variety of ways. The latter includes previously announced plans for the Universal Studios attraction in Osaka, Japan, still slated to open ahead Tokyo's next Olympics. Hosting in 2020, Super Mario film produced by Elimination Entertainment. The Minions movie, whatever. So okay, so it's just a bunch of bullshit. So I'm looking for his quote. What Reggie said on this article. So okay, I'm looking for it. How much long is this article? Where's Reggie Fils-May's quote?
This is what he said. My competitive set is much bigger than my direct competitors in Sony and Microsoft. I compete for time. When I do that, I have to be creative and innovative in order to win that battle.
Okay, do anybody know what the fuck he talking about?
Nope, he don't either.
He doesn't know either. He always talks in circles.
Oh, okay. I said this a long time ago. Like, if you're not competing against anybody, then why you got your stuff on shelves right by your competitors?
Yeah, and he also clarifies in a little bit later in the interview. He says that time that you spend surfing the web, watching a movie, watching a telecast of a conference, whatever. Okay, that's all entertainment time that we're competing for.
Yeah, and that's all. If you're competing for that, then why don't you have that shit on your console? If you're competing for people surfing and where's my web browser on my Switch?
Where's the web browser? Where's Netflix?
Where's Netflix?
Basically, what he's saying is sooner or later you're gonna see Nintendo fucking everywhere. You gotta turn on your TV, be something about Nintendo. You go watch Netflix, something about Nintendo. You're gonna go to a theme park, Nintendo's gonna be there. Like they're stalking you. That's basically what he's saying.
Stalking us from no voice chat.
He's basically saying they're thinking bigger outside of gaming, and like I said, the movies they're planning on. There's that rumor about the Mario movie coming out with the people who made the Minions. They got that theme park shit going on and everything like that. They're trying to expand. They're basically doing like a reverse Sony. Sony used to be like this big multi-business conglomerate, and they're focusing more on gaming. Nintendo's going the other way.
But now that doesn't make any sense because both Sony and Microsoft provide more products and services than Nintendo.
Right. Like it's fine. Like we know that they're doing these things. Like we know the theme park and the movies. We know that's happening. But shut the fuck up until it happens. Like,
but if you are a gaming company first, you're a gaming company. You got a joystick like the other competitors. You got a gaming console like the other competitors. You got online gaming like the other competitors. I don't see why you're not competing. It's just
he says himself that Sony and Microsoft are his direct competitors in his own quote.
That is double speak, man.
Yeah, so that's what he's just saying things to say things.
Yeah.
So basically, like I understand corporate bullshit. That's probably why I understand what he's saying. It's like it's a different language. I kind of get it. I basically what I'm saying.
So it's like
I understand corporate bullshit and con artistry. And there's a lot of shit. I can translate a lot of this shit for you, to be honest.
In Nick's defense, I actually understand exactly where they're going with this. It's the big thing that they're trying to get investors, so they have to talk about this in this way because it lets them know that we're a gaming company and this is who we're competing with, but because we have these plans, we're expanding outside of gaming so they can get the funding they're looking for.
But in the meantime,
and so they can compete more with what the other companies are already doing.
Right, because when they make these type of statements, companies that make big magazines like Ad Age and Kimpledger that do for company stocks and investments and stuff will put out this news. And for the big money investors that don't pay attention to stuff on YouTube or on TV, they'll read this, and if they think it's interesting, they'll throw the money at them.
During the holidays, when Microsoft and Sony do their commercials and all that, so you tell me Nintendo is not going to do their commercials, trying to get your money? Or are they going to advertise in their own way?
But that's different though. When they do those commercials, it's for the public. But at the end of the day, investors pay more than the public.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not even mad. Like, I know what it is. This is corporate spin,
corporate
PR
runaround
spin.
nonsense.
I know what it is. Like, I'm not even mad about it. I'm not mad at Reggie. He's doing his damn job. That's his job. Is to occasionally polish a turd and make it look good. Like, that's what he's supposed to do. I'm not mad at him. He's doing his job.
Yeah.
I'm only frustrated because you're saying all of this shit, and you have a console here, and you think you're saying all this big stuff. You're talking about entertainment and what you're trying to get into, but you're saying all this stuff. And meanwhile, I'm looking at my Switch, and you want me to get excited about NES Golf. It's just like, that's the kind of shit that's why I get frustrated.
The shit Reggie says is so wild, man.
Yeah.
Like, he specifically says he's competing with your time for surfing the web. The Switch cannot do that. Watching a movie, the Switch can do that through Hulu. Watching a telecast of a conference, I don't know why you would be competing for that, but okay.
That's weird.
That's a weird thing to say. Why would he just say watching a TV show?
Is that what came into his head? And he did.
Yeah,
he vomited it out the minute it came into his brain.
Like, a lot of the things he's saying, the Switch is not even capable of doing.
Well, it's capable, I think.
I mean, well, they haven't allowed it yet.
Yeah.
I still don't understand. Like, I don't know what else to say about this. Like,
it's just Reggie being Reggie.
The damage control that he said. It's kind of like you have a Ford dealership right alongside a Nissan dealership right across the street is a Honda dealership, and the Ford dealership said they're not competing with Honda and Nissan. That's right by each other.
It's the same thing.
It's the same shit with Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo stuff right by each other on store shelves. So I don't understand.
They're obviously competing. If they weren't competing, they wouldn't have made the Switch. The whole reason the Switch exists is to offer a different way to play games than Microsoft and Sony.
Or if they want to basically stay away from Microsoft and Sony, get all their products out these retailers and make a bunch of Nintendo stores worldwide, so they won't be directly competing against Microsoft and Sony.
I don't know why they haven't done that. They should have.
Yeah, I know. They only have the one.
That one makes more sense if they get their products away from theirs. But in the meantime, they're still competing. That's all I got to say about
They should have went the Apple Store route a long time ago.
Yeah. They have Nintendo kiosks. I have one in the Larch Mall where I'm at. But they don't have like Nintendo stores except the one in New York, which I always found to be strange.
Yeah.
What about you, Dirty? What you think, man?
Basically, man, it's just stupid, man. I mean, I don't know why Reggie would say that. Because Nintendo is competing with the other two. I don't know if he meant to say that because maybe they can sell more Switch. I don't know, but what he said was stupid because everybody competes. If you got a product that's as similar as another product, guess what? You're competing with that company. So for him saying that they're not trying to compete with, Microsoft and Sony is stupid. I don't know why he said it. I don't know if Nintendo had him to say this or if it's just something that just come out of his head.
Yeah. I think that's what Nintendo wants people to think, to differentiate themselves. Because if you're just another game company, boring, So they're just trying to, make themselves seem different. I mean, they are.
They are different.
They are different.
That's because they're competing that they're trying to be different.
Right. So it's just...
If they weren't competing, they would have sold us a console that was for watching TV, like Xbox.
Right. Exactly. That's exactly the point. Yep.
I feel like the only way Nintendo could do this and it would feel legitimate is if they did what Sega is currently doing, which is you're on every platform. Then it would feel more like you're not competing. Because, I mean, Sega is literally on PC, Xbox, Nintendo, and Sony. So they're literally not competing.
Yeah.
They said we're about to hoe it up for this money. But, like...
I personally wouldn't want them to do that. I know people have said that over the years because I do like my Nintendo console. For me, it's very similar. I've talked about it before to Apple. Like, I think they're best at what they do when it comes to their games because they know the hardware so well. I think if they try to spread themselves out and cater to this hardware and cater to that hardware, the games won't be as good. I think they want to have that box. They'll probably be the last company to have that box. That you need to play their games on.
Yeah, that's the whole reason like Nintendo games work so well on their consoles, is they know it inside out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about you, Nick? What you think about it, man?
I already said what I said.
Oh, you did? Did everybody get it? You went retro?
Yeah, we're good.
But look at the bright side. At least Reggie's the one person who actually gets paid to damage control the Nintendo. The rest of
Yeah, that's true.
He's been doing it for like 8 years.
That's not entirely true.
What's these other guys?
He gets paid the most, but
he gets paid the most. Also, the other guys get paid in ad revenue.
They still get paid. Their checks just don't say Nintendo.
Driving people with eShop cards to watch their shit.
Oh no!
Oh, ouch!
Oh, no.
I'm not even gonna ask who's doing that. I think I know who it is.
Everybody's fucking doing it. It's not just one person.
To be honest, like I said, I unsubscribed from some of these dudes. I got tired of damage control. I got sick of it, man. It's just too much that my brain can handle.
And here's the thing, like damage control is one thing. Is like you can like point that out. You can see it, but the new wave, if you will, of damage control is soft, kind of like soft jabs. Well, you know, I'm gonna throw soft jabs out there so I can say, hey, I also said I didn't like this. That to me is even worse because at least damage control, he's like, all right, come on, man.
That's even less genuine.
Yeah, it's even less genuine to me. It's like, okay, well, at least this
guy, like when Dr. Trey is out there fighting the good fight or whatever, you know that's what he believes.
Yeah.
But when some other guys, they're like, oh, I don't really like this. But then here's this and this and this and this. That's not genuine.
Exactly. So you respect that guy more because at least his heart's in it.
At least he's doing the Lord's work.
The Lord's work. Oh, wow. Okay. So, next, this is xCloud. Like, we already knew about this because Phil Spencer, he mentioned this during E3 2018. And, we just gave us a little snippet, but the other day they actually, gave us a little bit more in depth about what is this device about. We still going to get a traditional console, but, Phil Spencer said out of, his mouth that he wants everybody that has any type of smart device, tablets, phones, PC. If you have any device that's not Nintendo or Sony, they want you to play their games. They want you to play Halo.
I would not be surprised if that Xbox app shows up on the Switch.
you never know, man.
I bet they will get it before we get a YouTube app.
So the directions Microsoft is going is pretty smart because that's you not only you reaching millions of gamers, you reaching billions of gamers because like 9.8 out of 10 in this world, people have smartphones. So even though a lot of us in the gaming community, in the console community, don't like to put mobile phones as a traditional device to play video games, let's just be real, they are the majority. I hate to admit it, but they're right. They are the majority, and he's trying to put their games on their platform of choice. People with tablets, people that like to game on PCs, like Alex and Nick, y'all became PC Master Race, so y'all getting all these options to play Xbox games.
Now you can be xCloud cell phone race.
So as a business standpoint, that is very smart. But as the Xbox fan gamer, I know a lot of people are going to be mad because they're going to be like, well, that's going to dip into the console sales because they still want to fight the good fight, want to beat Sony, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. It's just a I don't
sales 30 million.
So
it's going to be next gen too.
Well, even though, let's say the console sells 30 million, but they can profit more based on those services, though. That's what they're looking for.
That's the whole idea.
That's the whole idea. Like, they don't care about console sales or software sales.
They don't make money off the hardware.
For instance, Forza Horizon, was it 4? Phil Spencer announced they got 2 million players that played the first week. They're not going to give you the exact details of how many physical sales or digital that got sold. They're not focusing on that because either way it go, they're still getting their money based on people like me that has Xbox Game Pass, in which I just downloaded. But still, even though I didn't pay full $60 for that game, they're still getting their money off me because I'm paying $10 a month.
Yep. Yeah. I was playing Forza Horizon 4 today off Game Pass.
Yeah, that's the only company that has consistently made money off of their hardware is Nintendo. up until like the Wii U, and that changed during the Wii U.
And it started taking a loss. And the Switch, I think it barely breaks even.
Yeah, I think it barely makes coin. Like, it may make a little more now. A year and a half
probably.
in,
it's been over a year. It's probably a little cheaper now.
So yeah, you get to play. You get to either play touchscreen or you can hook a controller to it with Bluetooth. So they giving you all these types of ways to play it, and that's pretty cool. You get all these options, man. That's really good business practices that they're doing. Like I say, crap gamers of the world is not going to like that because they want to beat PlayStation. They're so obsessed with beating PlayStation for some reason. I don't know why.
Xbox cannot beat PlayStation because Xbox is only successessful in North America.
Yeah, and plus
until they fix that,
until they fix that problem. Phil Spencer's working on it. Like he's constantly going to Japan now, and they are getting more Japanese games. But these games don't sell on Xbox, and it's going to take years before they start selling on Xbox.
Well, that's their fault because
even when Xbox won, they lost.
Yeah.
So to Sony.
Yeah, because they didn't get serious with the Japanese games until now because they know that they need that Japanese market.
I don't know what they're going to do to break into Europe because Europe is basically Sony territory.
360, you're talking about hardware sales. It sold more up until 2012, and then PS3 passed it after that.
Yeah.
So
you know what? In order for I'm not sure if EA has the license to make FIFA games. I know they got the license to make the NFL, but I'm not sure about the license deal. With that.
they I don't know. They don't outright own the.
Okay, no, they don't FIFA. Because there's another kind of soccer game.
There's a bunch of other soccer games.
In that case,
PES soccer. I don't think there's any other.
I know you're talking about. So, the only way if Microsoft can
winning 11.
Yeah, and the only way that Microsoft can do something to actually gain ground on Sony in Europe, they have to make a exclusive soccer game for Europe that's 10 times better than FIFA. That's the only way that it will take for them to.
Though, it's still going to be tough because people are locked into FIFA.
Yeah,
they are. But let's say for instance. What happened if NFL 2K was still a thing? And how NFL 2K5 was way superior than Madden.
Yeah.
That's why it's not a thing anymore.
It's not a thing because EA had the money to get rid of them.
Right.
And Microsoft has more money than EA. You see what I'm saying?
But you want to fight that battle on a soccer game? I don't think you.
But that's their territory, though. That's
not enough. I don't think.
Europe. You know how much sales they get every year on FIFA alone, just on the PS4 alone? That's
like 14 million, right? Around there somewhere.
Something like that. That's just on PS4. That's just on.
Yeah, it's just on PS4. Yeah.
That's not including Xbox. That's not including PC or popular. They sell an average of 20 million games a year alone on FIFA. So that's the only type of game that I can come up with if Microsoft can basically make their own version, but vastly superior to be better than FIFA, so it can make people to go buy Xbox. That's the only way that I could think of.
But that's the thing that's going to take, a generation to do.
Probably so. Yeah.
It's not something they can fix overnight.
So the only thing that they need to fix is their exclusives, and that's one thing that they are doing.
They're working on it,
the next generation.
Yeah, they're working on that. You can give them credit for that. They
are doing exactly what they need to do: buy up studios and make them make games.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Obsidian on the block now?
Yeah, Obsidian's rumored to be in the closing stages of being bought out.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
That's what they need to be doing.
Damn, why's a whole bunch of messages being deleted in the chat? What's going on?
I don't know. Apparently, Jalen timed out this Keske guy.
Yeah, he's always in the chat. I don't know what's going on. He's loyal, so don't ban him. Okay. What about you, Dirk? What did you think about this situation, man? He's muted.
Oh.
What about you, Retro Bro? What you think? That's an interesting topic with the Euro, because Xbox only do good in North America.
They only do good in North America.
So what do y'all think? What do you think Xbox needs to do to fix the problem to have games cater toward the European audience and the Japanese audience?
Well, that's part of it. You got that is a big part of it. They can get their own soccer game that rivals FIFA.
It needs to be better. It needs to be better, not just
it has to be better. But even if it's better, I mean, I don't know if it is or not, but NBA Live, I hear people talk about it all the time. I don't know if they're just being hipsters saying it's better than 2K, but even then, you still have that loyal fan base who are like, I'm riding down with 2K. So it's going to be hard to pull those people away, even if it is a better game, because people like what they like.
Yeah, they like what they like, and if they're sports fans, they're already ingrained to be on one team.
Right, they're in that ecosystem, so
they don't want to leave. Right, it's hard to leave an ecosystem.
It is hard, yeah.
Oh, Richard, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah.
I think what they really need to do is really show that they're trying to get the European audience, and I think there's a couple of things they can do to do that. For one, I think if they found a way to get them to do a survey to say what they would like from Xbox, that would help. Another thing they could do that would be pretty effective, like you said, with trying to find a game to rival FIFA that they could create. They could try to sponsor possibly like a game demo or a tournament if they created an IP like that to encourage people to want to do that. Because if you do a big event in somebody else's country, they'll be more prone to go check it out. They can meet other fellow gamers and see if they thoroughly enjoy it. I feel like the big picture here is that they're not trying to find out what they generally care about and market it to them, and that's the big issue.
Well, UK is so weird. One day it's we love Crash Insane Trilogy like crazy over there,
and that then was number one for almost 2 months.
Yeah, and then obviously they like shooters. If you can get a shooter that again that rivals like Battlefield or Call of Duty,
pretty good out there, don't it?
Yeah, but Halo's not enough. Halo.
So basically, what you're saying is they were the few oddballs that liked Mega Man Soccer.
Yeah. There you go, Mega Man Soccer.
Oh, somebody's getting triggered.
Nick's man.
I like Mega Man Soccer. Y'all fuck yourselves. I don't care.
Oh damn! Nick's on fire today.
No, I'm just saying
that's why
that market is so strange. Sometimes it's hard to.
I think
see what they like.
Europe is easily the most fickle market.
Yeah, they're so fickle.
Yeah, Ruby Sakura, you
generally
right.
only like sports games, shooting games, and racing games.
No, Ruby Sakura said they like Sonic, and Sonic does sell well out there. In Europe.
That's great.
Just make a Forza Halo crossover. You're good.
Yeah, right. Forza Halo soccer crossover game.
Halo is great, but that's a every 3-4 year game.
So what they could really do is they could do like a smart fisherman.
Yeah.
They could throw some bait in the water that's cheap, that's not going to cost them too much money to try to reel them in. I would say, why not do a lot of the older Sonic IPs, especially the ones that's not so popular here, but maybe popular in Japan, and maybe upscale them, as far as resolution and stuff, to see how they like them. Like some games like Sonic Fighter, that was more like Virtual Fighter that people don't remember. Doc Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Trash.
Then you can do color and all that. But see, they might like that stuff though.
They might. But that you have to go through Sega. You want, if you're Microsoft, you want something that's mine.
Yeah.
You can only get on my system or from my service. So they would have to come up with something similar to what audiences like over there. They need a yearly shooter if they really want to get at Europe. They want to get at UK.
I'm sure Perfect Dark would do well there.
Yeah, man, don't stop. I don't know what they're doing with Perfect Dark.
They have Rare is from there. They know how to appeal to them.
Well, how about a first-person shooter, Sea of Thieves? How about that?
No, thank you.
Now you're just trolling. That.
But didn't they have 3 million players the first week on Sea of Thieves?
Yeah, then it dropped by half the next week.
Well, the thing is, maybe they should open up Sea of Thieves to different genres. Maybe it has a FPS part in it, or maybe it has a racing. Like if they did that to Sea of Thieves, I think that would be kind of cool. Like if they opened it up to where they're adding these new features to it, where you have a racing section,
not gonna lie,
shooting part.
It would be hilarious if they had boat racing and it played just like Wave Racer on N64.
Yeah, something like that. Like I think that would make it fun and funny. You know, if they did something like that.
It's gonna be like a tough uphill for Xbox next gen because they're spreading themselves thin. There's already so few reasons to buy an Xbox now, and next generation, like unless you're a hardcore Xbox guy, there is not really a reason to buy an Xbox anymore. Yeah. Especially once xCloud is out, you can play it on your phone, your tablet, you can play it on your PC.
Unless you're just a diehard Xbox.
Like they're gonna have your Scarlet or Scarlet X, whatever it's called, but they have the cheap streaming one too. That's probably under $200, which most people are gonna get.
Can that enhance my original Xbox games though?
Probably not.
See, that's one of the main reasons why I'm becoming a fan of. No, I'm a huge fan of the Xbox One X. Like, only thing they don't have is the exclusives, but everything else they do right.
Yeah,
like,
the X is a
like, did you ever play One X? Like, it's definitely the best home console if you don't care about exclusive games.
So basically, we get to play these games, great games I got in my hand in 4K. You know that, right? They're in 4K. Panzer Dragoons, like if you play it, like
it's clean though. It's clean.
It's night and day, dude. Like it looks so good. It's like it
has a very good upscaler built into the Xbox One.
So that's one thing that they did do right. So
yeah, they got the hardware right. It just took them a little while.
It took them to the end of the generation.
It gave a breath of life in their older games, especially on the original Xbox, in which I'm a really big fan of, man. So that's why I'm gonna get the Xbox Scarlet, because I know they're gonna do the same thing. It's gonna be backwards compatible to every Xbox console. I'm a huge fan of that.
Yeah, the original Xbox is very underrated console. It had some gems on there, and I think
that's when Microsoft cared the most about exclusives.
Yeah,
but there was a new console in the market.
That's why they cared so much.
Right.
Yeah, they had to
trying to get their footing.
Yeah,
360, even though it's like their best console, it really screwed them over because they relied so much on third parties.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I think the original Xbox had the better exclusives because they had that deal with Sega when the Dreamcast went out the market, and they had like a whole bunch of games that was exclusive to the original Xbox. And around that time, Sega actually was spitting out quality games. It's just when the 360 came out, the PS3, that's when the quality went to shit.
Yeah, because they couldn't adapt to HD gaming. They
were dealing with fool's gold on the 360 because they had all those, third-party games that were pretty much exclusive for a while because the PS3 was just a disaster.
To make games for.
Yeah, in the beginning. So, you had like, what's the trilogy? Mass Effect trilogy, stuff like that looked like it was exclusive at one point to the 360. Yep. So that was fool's gold. They thought, have all these third-party games. We don't need all those first-party, exclusives. Look how well the 360 did. Well, that was only because Sony fumbled with the PS3 in the beginning.
Yeah, and then that's when the joke started. Halo, Forza, Gears.
Right.
So you said RIP Jet Set Radio. That needs to come back, dude. Jet Set Radio was a very fun game. I love Jet Set Radio.
It sold 10 copies.
Yeah. And 9 of them from Retro Bro.
That's a lie.
I think I got
that game was go on Dreamcast.
It was called Jet Radio on the Dreamcast. There was Jet Set Radio on the original Xbox.
Yeah.
Also, I would like to add that the rappers on Jet Set Radio are literally better than every mumble rapper out right now. Just saying. That's a fact. That's not even an exaggeration.
That's facts. That's the Dreamcast Jet Grind Radio. It's an awesome game, man. The very first cel-shaded game. Very first. I love Wind Waker to death, but this was very first. So Nintendo
I think there was one or two before.
Who was it?
I can't think of them.
Got Arcadia Legends?
No, that was cell shaded.
No, that wasn't cell shaded.
Parappa was kind of
The first Parappa.
Yeah, the first one. It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't like modern cell shading, but it was of that kind of.
According to this website, real is correct.
Well, that website is wrong. No.
Like the earliest ones are like Jet Set Radio, Robotech, Battle Cry, Cell
Also,
Damage.
you know what Jet Set Radio did for the culture? It made a video game that was platforming, good music, and it was Grease and West Side Story at the same time. Think how game battles was. Nobody shot, nobody threw hands. They raced, did tricks, and spray painted murals.
And sold 10 copies.
Bruh, if that game wasn't
it had nothing to do with
Flames,
the quality of the game. The game.
if that game wasn't Flames, they wouldn't have made Hover. They made Hover because Jet Set Radio
because
sold
of people
so
like
well.
us. That's why they made Hover, because we loved that game. That didn't change the fact that it didn't sell well. A lot of those exclusive Dreamcast games just did not sell.
There's a lot of games that sell well because you could burn it. A lot of people rent and burn it. That's what they did.
Microsoft made sure the Dreamcast didn't succeed by
to be
giving
honest,
that dog shit operating system.
To be honest, I think the Dreamcast should be Sega's next mini console because there's a lot of games that I won't say everybody, most people didn't play. And there's a lot of gems out there. Matter of fact, I own a lot of these gems. And
Sega's been teasing it, though, that they want to bring out a Dreamcast Mini.
The problem
I hope that's true, man.
Dreamcast
HD?
Mini,
oh, my gosh.
Or any Mini that's based on disc-based consoles is you're going to start having to up that internal memory. And that's going to make the price go up. That's why you got PlayStation at $100.
Yeah.
And no controller, or one controller and no AC adapter. Because
I don't know what the hell was they thinking.
They're trying to squeeze some profit out of that because
I know
that internal storage, those games were, a lot of those games were 700 megabytes plus, You look at the RPGs, they were over, almost 2 gigs. So, that's where you get run into problems, especially with Dreamcast. All those games were 1.5 gigabytes.
To be honest, I think the reason why we see in the Streets of Rage 4 now is because Sega is slowly bringing the beat 'em up genre back, thanks to the Yakuza series. The Yakuza series is a really.
This is like the modern day beat 'em up.
We get a whole bunch of Yakuza, and since they released Yakuza 0 to the West, a lot of people took interest in the Yakuza series. So that's why we get a whole bunch of these Yakuza Kiwami, 2 and 3, and now we're getting a whole bunch of these beat 'em up games, these guacameles, like these indie games that beat 'em up. So now we got the.
Well, I think it has more to do with that. The indie games that beat 'em up.
That's the indies. But remember, Sega have been doing Yakuza for generations, though.
Yeah.
It's been popular on the PS2. It's been mainly popular in Japan, but a lot of us been seeing a whole bunch of those YouTube videos on Yakuza, and we've been begging Sega for years to localize it. And they finally did it with Yakuza 0.
Yeah.
And with the success of Yakuza 0, that's when they had a survey asking us, do we want the whole entire collection? And that's what they're doing right now.
Yeah. Hell, there's a Yakuza game on the Wii U in Japan.
Yep.
The Wii U, son.
Yakuza 1 and 2.
Now that's another beat 'em up game called Project Justice, and damn, that game looks good, dude. It looks good. What they say is kind of like the Phoenix Wright mixed with Yakuza or something like that.
Oh, the new one they're making.
Yeah, man, I saw the trailer and the gameplay. It looks pretty damn good.
I'm gonna have to try that. Phoenix Wright is the GOAT.
So when it comes to beat 'em up games, Sega is the best, man. I don't know no other company makes better beat 'em up games than Sega, man.
Yeah, I mean they were untouchable in the '90s, especially.
Yeah,
that was the '90s.
So yeah, that was nice. But I'm starting to see a slow comeback, man. Like everybody wants these retro games, and like I said, we just got the beat 'em up bundle from Capcom. They're known for beat 'em up games, especially in arcades.
That is true. Like retro gaming is coming back in Virginia. They just built an old school arcade, not like a Dave and Buster's or a Jillian's, but a classic arcade.
A classic arcade.
I've seen arcade TV.
Oh man, I was playing that Final Fight on that thing, and you can tell that game was designed to be a fucking quarter eater. Like, it was just like, man, if I had to pay quarter,
that's fucking Metal Slug. That's a quarter eater, man.
That's how the Simpsons was too. The one where you had to save Maggie.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Yeah, that game was fire.
The games are great. When you sit there playing, when you sit there and download them, play them for free, it's fun. But when you realize how much quarters you would have put into that game if you're playing the arcade version, it's like, wow, fuck these people.
Yeah, I have a lot of those on MAME emulator, and it's like,
yeah, right.
You going through lives.
It's a lot more quarters fun. You would have to sink into that. If you were at the arcade, you'd be like, yeah, fuck these people.
Like I think in the arcade, it cost me $5 to beat the Simpsons game.
So y'all, is anybody gonna get that one-up arcade that just came out? It cost $400.
Nah.
I am going to probably buy the Street Fighter one. I'm just trying to find a spot in my house to put it.
Yeah.
It does.
If I'm spending that kind of money,
I ain't gonna lie. It looks cool though.
It does look cool, but if I'm spending that kind of money, I want the real deal.
The original.
So I'm gonna look for.
They're everywhere on Craigslist though.
Yeah,
well, it has like 3 different versions on it. It's not just one game.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. But you can. I saw this. It's probably Metal Jesus. I saw where he just had a cabinet, and he had like a PC in there, and he had the cabinet for the arcade machine, and there was a PC like under it, and he had like everything, so he can change it all out and just play it all, using the arcade sticks.
Yeah, I'm aware of this too. I'm not smart enough to build one of those things.
It's insane. Yeah, well, yeah, you gotta be crafty enough to do that stuff. But
I was at like not this year, but I think like last year I was at the LA County Fair, and they had a bunch of those for sale. I'm just like, yeah.
I eventually would like to get an arcade, but like I say, I'm not gonna get an arcade inside my house unless it's the last house I'm gonna live for the rest of my life. I'm not doing all this goddamn move and all of this heavy shit like that. Well, 60, 70 TV the other day.
He's stuck on that weight. He's stuck on the weight.
Man, that CRT TVs, man, them things are heavy, man. I see why people throwing things to the curb, man.
Yeah, you want to put that bad boy in the game room where you got a little pool table in the middle. You got a little what do you call the little flicking, you hit the ball, pinball. The pinball machine and all that kind of stuff. That's where you want to put that. Like in the basement, you got the little game room area in there.
So y'all tell me this. How many times have y'all seen old CRT TVs on the curb that says free? How many times y'all saw that? How many times y'all see that? Free TV. They don't want to do
years ago, I used to see them a lot.
Destroy
it. Man, that is crazy.
They're novel, man. You might want to grab that bad boy and put it somewhere.
Oh yeah, like I said, I'm collecting. I'm gonna get me a storage one of these days. Soon as I move out my apartment, I'm gonna get a storage. I got a lot of stuff I gotta get rid of. Like my place is getting so oversaturated. Like I need to buy another shelf for my games. I have a lot of games now, and I'm still collecting. I still got games pending on eBay right now. Matter of fact, somebody, the person that dropped off my games yesterday, he had a big ass basket saying that you had so much stuff that I didn't want to leave all your stuff by the door, so I want to make sure that you was home. So you had a big ass basket full of games. So yeah, I got other stuff that's pending. So it's just so important. I might have to. I won't say I'm gonna stop, but slow down just a little bit because I like I said, this is my son's room.
It's an obsession.
Yeah, it is an obsession. So I don't know, man. All I can say is I got over $10,000 worth of gaming stuff right in there behind me. That's all I gotta say. I still don't hold a candle to freaking Metal G's. That dude right there. I just want to rob his ass.
What you want to do with that? And do what? You have 2 U-Haul trucks to rob him with?
Got a lot of stuff, man. So I'm jealous.
He's been doing that for 20 some odd years. And he used to work at Sierra. So
oh really?
He used to work at Sierra Games.
Oh,
that's his claim to fame. He's actually on the cover of one of the games. I can't remember the game, but he was talking about that in the video. I was like, man, this is real cool. Like he has a background. He has a history. He's not just some everyday collector. He has he's always thrown up like interviews with all these industry people that they did from 1997 and 98, and it's just like The dude
Yeah,
has
he can have like a whole bunch of cool people on this channel. Like was it John Hancock? I like his YouTube channel. He's
all
cool.
those guys like live in the same area. They like that Seattle area in Washington. Like,
what's that black guy? He be on this channel a lot. He's pretty cool too. I forgot.
Oh, Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I like Reggie. He's really cool. So he has a big audience, and like the people that collaborates with him, they go to their channels. But I don't know. He just got a lot of cool people in his channel. Like he's my favorite. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. He's my favorite retro YouTuber because he's not that type of person. I ain't trying to throw no shade that want to do videos with this whole entire Switch success. So he go just push the retro content to the side and talk about Switch. No, he's retro only, man. That's what I like about his channel.
His videos are quality too. Like
very good quality.
He definitely spends time like putting his videos together, which I love. I value that. So.
I ain't trying to throw shade to RGT85. I really love his channel, but damn man, I really wish he do more retro videos.
But he didn't really blow until the Switch, and he really started blowing.
No, he was all right.
Yeah, I
think before he went full Switch I think he was like around 40 or 50,000 subscribers, but he was slowly growing though.
Yeah, he was. I mean, I can't hate on him for.
Oh no, I'm not hating.
I would like to see more retro stuff here.
He still does it. Like he did a video that won up arcade the other day. He still does it, but of course most of his videos Switch though.
Well, the thing is, this is his job now. Like,
I understand.
And it's like if those videos aren't being viewed as much, you gotta kind of do what you gotta do.
I understand.
Yeah.
Like he was beginning to be my favorite channel, retro channel, RGT. But I was like, damn, man, he talking about the Switch all the goddamn time. Like, shit. So,
you want to talk about that dog shit ass console?
I don't got no, like I say, I don't have no issue with the Switch.
With all these old games, Switch is a retro
has really good.
good
games. It does. It's just.
It's a very versatile console.
If I'm a retro gamer, and I want retro content from a specific channel because I feel that they are fit to do that type of content, and I like his enthusiasm. I like his energy when he does video, especially retro content. So it's perfectly it fits him. Matter of fact, he was doing retro content when he was collaborating. When we was on the Nintendo Enthusiast.
Yeah, he did retro stuff then.
He was doing retro stuff. That what got me to follow him because of that. That's why a lot of his retro audience is kind of upset because he threw the retro to the side for the Switch, and I kind of understand it's a business, but I'm saying like that's probably why he still do a little retro, so he won't.
Yeah, he still throws. He throws a video here and there out.
But he went from one of my favorite YouTubers to like maybe top 10 or something because my other favorite YouTuber is Sega Lord. Was it Sega Lord X?
Yeah,
like he's very good. I like he's always in depth with his content. He got good quality. I love his channel. But you gotta be a Sega fan to love his channel, so you probably hate his channel. you probably one of them trolls about
Sega trash.
You probably didn't flag his channel already.
Of course.
All right, so basically, we talked about let me see.
You realize we didn't even talk about xCloud, right?
Oh yeah, we sure didn't talk about the xCloud, man. So this is nothing new, Alex. How many times we always get off topic, man? This is nothing new. I think we talked a little bit about it about the. Okay, let me see.
My battery's dying.
On your phone?
Yeah.
How much juice you got?
I'm trying to see. I can't see.
Is the juice loose?
I got 17%. I pretty much turned the my screen down to nothing. I can't even see it right now. Trying to conserve energy.
So yeah, I think we talked about everything except the xCloud. I guess we could,
talk about that xCloud, yo.
So you got I gotta pull up this article. You got the article in front of you. Let me check.
I have the official statement from Microsoft's website.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, it's really long.
Oh.
So like you didn't watch the video of it?
Yo, no, I did watch the video. We kind of talked about it a while ago, and we just got off of it. We was talking about
news.
Well, let's take a different angle. Does this confirm the rumors about them having like a stream box, a cheaper stream box?
I think that's real.
Scarlet.
I think they're gonna have multiple consoles next generation. That's what I think.
Yeah.
And I think the Xbox One X is going to still be a part of the next generation. Or is it even next generation? Because I think they're done with generations. I'm just going to be real.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, is the Xbox One X still considered next generation?
I mean, you can't call the Switch a 9th gen console. I don't think.
No, not really, because it's still on par, barely more powerful than the Wii U, and the Wii U is basically on par with the 360 and PS3. So the Switch can basically be like the most powerful console of the Xbox 360 generation.
Oh, you're one of those guys that define a generation by power.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Wii was 2 GameCube stuck together, and people still consider it a 7th gen or 8th gen, 7th gen console.
Well, technically, power does kind of define it, because if you ain't got enough power, you're not going to get the developers behind your back.
But we're just talking about what a generation is. We're not talking about how you define a generation.
Whatever the next device,
the time period, the next device, right? Right.
No, I understand. It's just if you ain't got the system that's powerful enough to run the new engines, then is it considered next generation?
But that has nothing to
No. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. It's just the way
next gen just means the next device, the next generation of devices.
No, I see what you're saying. I look at it both ways.
The only thing that's like truly next generation is like ray tracing on graphics cards. That's like something that could not be done before. That's legitimately a new generation thing.
I don't even like them using generation to define power, because generation is a time. It's about time. It's a time period. It has nothing to do with the power of the device. When you say next generation, it's the next
product.
Yeah, right. The next console.
But I understand people equate that with more power because it's the new thing. So
even in terms of Nintendo, like, it is still more powerful than the Wii U.
It's definitely more powerful.
That's just part of it. That's what happens.
Yeah.
It's expected.
That's natural.
Because
it's not even expected. It's just that's what's going to happen. They're not going to make a new product that's weaker than the current one. It doesn't make any sense.
That's why people always consider more powerful as always next generation, because we never had
that is part of it, though. Like, that's just naturally comes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's part of it. I'm saying most people, the way y'all think, yes, I understand. Like, it's the next console, but in people's minds, like you go to the NES, next generation, that was a big jump from the NES to the Super NES. That was a big jump, and from the Super NES to the PlayStation Nintendo 64, that was a big jump. So that's what people expect now. It's all about power with most of these guys, because they want to see a big jump when the next console comes out. But when Nintendo, it's different. They want to be different.
Like, they jump in power as well. It's just not as drastic.
It's not really as noticeable like the other two competitors.
Super Nintendo N64 isn't noticeable.
No.
N64 to GameCube.
Nintendo used to be about the power back then, not now. That's what I'm saying.
Because they wanted to make money. It didn't serve them well. They had powerful N64. Did that matter? Not really. Obviously, there's factors into that.
If they went the CD route, I think it would have been.
But they couldn't. They couldn't with the way the N64 was built. They couldn't go CDs. It wouldn't have worked the way it worked. They would have had to basically change the architecture of the system. Yeah.
So if you would have done it over again, would you like to have a CD-based Nintendo 64 so you can play Final Fantasy VII?
The Nintendrone in me would have definitely loved that. I mean, obviously, I would have loved to have the console that was, like, sales-wise, games-wise, on par with the PlayStation at the time. Of course. Mm-hmm. Of course. I would have, gotten over load times and all that other stuff. I'd have gotten over the fact that my N64 textures didn't wobble every time you walked, which happened on the Sega Saturn and the PlayStation at the time. I'd have gotten over that stuff if I had all those damn games. So, yeah, of course.
And they might. I'm not sure if Metal Gear Solid was exclusive. No, it was exclusive PS1. But
yeah, it was exclusive.
But if everything was different with the N64, if it was CD based, I think it would have went on the N64. That's what I think. Especially if the sales was a lot better. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it might have ended up on all or both.
No,
it would have completely changed the trajectory of the history of gaming if the N64 was CD based. and just like everything else, it was completely different.
The success of the Super Nintendo, they was still the big dogs in the industry with the Super Nintendo. So if they would have went CD based, then they would have gave Sony a run for their money, because a lot of the gamers own a Super Nintendo. Most gamers had a Super Nintendo. So when they found out that they can't play certain games on the 64, they had to buy PS1. They went in and skipped the 64 and bought PS1, and they found out that the PS1 had a lot more third-party support, in which the 64 don't get. So that's why it took off the way it did. That's how I feel about it.
Quality over quantity, man. PR speak.
Oh, don't get me wrong. No, don't get me wrong. No, 64 was a great console.
No. I'm making fun of the PR. That was the PR speak when the N64 came out.
Even though I never owned a 64, but I played it a lot. I played Super Mario 64, fucking GoldenEye. Now I don't know. I probably got about 200-300 hours, probably more than that on that game. It was so fun, dude. I used to play with my stepbrother on the big screen TV back then. That shit was fun as hell, man.
I may have it in here somewhere.
GoldenEye, Doom. I ain't played Diddy Kong's Racing. I used to go to McDonald's. Remember McDonald's used to have gaming consoles? Used to play.
They had a kiosk.
Yeah. I don't know why they stopped doing that. I used to go there all the time on, like Saturday morning, get those sausage biscuit sandwiches at the same time playing Mario Kart. That was fun, dude.
Putting grease all over the controller.
Speaking of grease, Microsoft making a greaseless Xbox controller. You know that, right?
I heard about that. Is that real?
That is crazy. Apparently, it is real.
It's real. A lot of Xbox dudes are nasty, so they gotta.
Oh wow!
They gotta make sure those guys get help.
Man, they is making all sorts of Xbox controllers.
They make everything except video games.
The next controller gonna be indestructible, man.
That's a thing on the Xbox One right now. Is if you're a collector, you're collecting controllers like a mother, because they have so many variations. I mean, I think it's cool, but it would be nice to have some games along with those.
Yeah, E3 came and went, and we know that they got a lot more developers behind their back. Next E3, people would expect games.
You're gonna get that from the xCloud, man.
Oh my
swing
God!
Right back around. I brought it right back because we were veering off.
The power of the cloud, huh? Oh my gosh, man! So I don't really have anything else, man. PS5 discussion. The PS5. Oh, so we already know that Sony, they still want to do the whole entire traditional generation, and Microsoft and Nintendo, they seem that they want to go their own route. So after this generation with the Xbox Scarlet and the PS5, and of course the Switch is still, I don't know what the Switch is. Is it this generation, next? I don't know what it is. But after the PS5, do you think Sony still want to do the traditional, or do you think they're going to fall in line with everybody else and do the streaming or whatever, just make a lot of iterations of their consoles? But I honestly think the future game is going to be straight streaming. We might have 2-3 different consoles, whatever, how you want. You want the more powerful, you want the standard. Yeah. But I think overall they're going to fall in line and do kind of what Microsoft is doing. When they realize how much money Microsoft is making, they're going to fall behind and try to do the same thing they do. That Microsoft is doing.
Not in North America with the dog shit infrastructure we have.
I mean, from my perspective, it's inevitably gonna happen, and the main thing is because it's cheaper for the businesses in the long run. Yeah. I mean, being brutally honest, for all of us that live in America, as much as Trump talks about the economy is great due to his rule, like, a lot of us are still struggling, and unless you're literally living in certain places down south, you're really not getting a job to where you can afford to live not paycheck to paycheck. So for a lot of companies to be cheaper and not build consoles than to just sell the software or monthly service, it's cheaper for the consumer in the long run too. Like, even when I used to live in New York and I worked at Best Buy, a lot of people would spend a lot of money they barely had to get something, and then there'd be 1 or 2 things they felt they weren't getting for a console and would instantly return it like in the same week. And that's really what we're dealing with right now. Like in an economy where you can barely afford to pay rent, would you rather spend money on a console, though you would like it, or have a streaming service that's more affordable so you have money for other things?
Yeah, we're gonna get there because I remember, because I'm old. I remember watching, videos on the internet on dial-up at 240p, and it taking like 10 years to buffer to a 2-minute video to, us streaming, 4K movies and whatnot on Netflix. So it's going to happen eventually. It's just a matter of when that it's going to be like universal. But I think we're 10, 15 years away from it just completely taking over hardware. And by then I won't care.
So basically what you're saying is we're gonna have a physical media for the next 10 years.
Yeah, I think it'll be like, look at records. There's still record shops. Stuff is still getting pressed to vinyl, but it's very rare. It's a very rare thing. It exists, but most people stream their music. They download their music. People don't even buy CDs barely anymore.
No, it's all about that streaming, man.
So it's going to happen.
I stream my music. I got that Spotify. I've been having that for the past year.
When did CDs come out? In '88?
Something like that.
And people were still buying them, but I would say by 2002, that's when you started to see the real change. Basically, when the time we got iPod,
the
MP3, everything really changed. MP3 players came.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it all really started to change. So what's that? How many years is that? Like 12, 14 years? That's like I said, 10 to 15 years from now, that's where we're going to be with games.
And it might be even faster because
it might even be quicker because
Radio Shack, as we know, is dead. And
they still here?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're going. And I don't know if y'all have been keeping up with news or with other companies, but Best Buy is getting rid of a lot of their CD and movie section and making it where you just buy like the digital codes on their website. Yeah.
Yeah. It's happening. For me,
and GameStop even sells codes too on their website.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they start becoming relevant, so they can try to sell codes all they want, but
they'll be gone.
Years,
they'll be gone. They'll be gone. Streaming stuff happens. They'll be gone.
They can literally change their store to fucking antique stop or something, anime stop. It ain't gonna be GameStop no more.
Speaking of streaming, have any of y'all seen the Link System? The Link System router?
No.
What is it, a new one?
Yeah, I saw it at Walmart the other day. The Link System router is supposed to be like a gaming router that pushes out like more bandwidth and stuff, and you can have multiple people. I think if I remember correctly, like 7 or 8 people without it like dropping with the bandwidth rate.
Link, those aren't new. Like I've been buying Link System routers for
no, but I'm saying like the newest one is supposed to be strong. Okay. They're selling it for like $228, and when you buy this one, also you get 3 free months of the Xbox Cloud service, streaming service.
Oh,
so that's the promotion they're currently running right now.
That's smart.
So
that's how it's gonna happen.
Next generation,
and it's even black and green. It looks like an Xbox. Like it's
so whenever the PS5 comes out, we could probably agree that some of those games that were shown at E3 is going on PS5. Like that. What's that ninja game? It looks so damn good.
I thought you were gonna say Cyberpunk.
No, not Cyberpunk. It looks so damn good, man.
Oh,
what is the name of that? Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Like we can all agree that is definitely a PS5 game. Like I don't think the PS4 Pro can have a game look that damn beautiful. That is a damn near realistic type of game, man.
Maybe it'll get downgraded.
So, it's not Ubisoft, man.
It is possible, you know.
So basically, with next generation, it's almost here for the next 1 or 2 years. And Xbox, Microsoft, they doing their thing, announcing all those studios. It's gonna be very interesting on what we're gonna get from all these companies coming next gen, because basically. Next generation console, this is going to be fully Phil Spencer's console. So basically, you know, with the whole Xbox One, you know, we already know the whole Don Metric story. I ain't got to go, you know, tell that story. But I'm kind of curious on what Phil Spencer's going to do with this. And I think there'll be some really great uphill battles, and I think they're going to succeed because the moves that they pulled at E3 was very, very great. And a lot of PlayStation fans got pissed off buying that was a Ninja Theory. Ninja Theory. And I feel that they could be a really good first party company. They could probably be like the next Naughty Dog, because that Hellblade game, like, you couldn't tell if that was an indie game. That was a beautiful game.
They made that game with $10, man. And look how great it turned out.
So they have potential, and they just recently got Playground Games, and you know they make really good Forza Horizon games, and they making an open world game that's not a racing game. So they got a potential to basically match Sony, you know, from game to game, you know, especially with the talent that they acquired.
Something to rival GTA?
I don't know. You never know.
That would be interesting.
You would never know. You never know. So I don't know, man. Like we you know, a lot of us made fun of the Xbox and the first party issues this generation, but from what a lot of us saying, I think it's going to get a lot better. So a lot of the Xbox fans, you know, that's on the Sony train right now, and don't get me wrong, it's well deserved because Sony make really great games. They're gonna want him coming back. I'm talking about Zaire. He's gonna come back. He's gonna eventually do the Lord's work and then go back to the Xbox one day. Leave that. So Nick, is he asleep? Is he asleep? Oh, this fool's asleep. Oh no, don't pretend. Don't pretend, Mom. No, we caught you. We caught you. We about to wrap this bad boy up, man. We about to wrap this bad boy up. So, any final takes about this next gen, the PS5 and all that before we get to the question? Hey, y'all put y'all questions down down underneath, people. Y'all got some questions. So, any final takes about this? Anybody?
I honestly have no idea what they're gonna offer besides more powerful hardware. I mean, that's the only direction I see them going, with maybe more emphasis on the whole streaming thing and stuff like that. But even if it's there, I really don't think a lot of people are gonna be ready for it yet.
I'm pretty sure they're going to utilize Playground Games and Ninja Theory a lot next generation.
And they might try to focus a little more on VR. Were you talking about PS5 or Xbox? Which one are we doing here?
Yeah, both of them. Oh, which one are you talking about?
I thought we were talking about PS5, like in the title.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
But either way, you know, what I said actually still stands. But what else are they going to, I'm like, there's like no new real services coming out. You know, they're going to have like the Netflix, blah, 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 stuff like that. And like, I just think probably more emphasis on power, cloud service, and maybe VR. I think PlayStation might focus more on VR than Xbox, because I don't think it took off on Xbox like at all.
Yeah, well, they don't have dedicated hardware for Xbox,
so they might throw that in there for Xbox eventually. I don't know. Maybe whatever PC is using Xbox will use that or some shit. I don't know, but we'll see. Other than like more powerful hardware, and eventually I'll probably just end up getting a PS4 just because I want to play the next God of War and Spider-Man game, because I know we're getting sequels. But other than that, the fuck do I want one for?
So what's that in the background? Is that old games, Nick? I'm looking at. Is that old games I'm looking at? What you got there?
No, those are mostly well, I think I got Switch and Xbox games over there, but in the lower shelf there's I got two since we're showing them earlier. I should have done it. But I do have. Hold on.
I see a rat in your bed.
That's my cat. Shut up. I mean, I do have some Saturn games down there. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw that out there.
That's all you got? Ooh.
Those are the ones I got in cases over there. I got more elsewhere.
Hey Nick, my stash better than yours.
Yeah, whatever.
It's like he ain't got the energy to fight now. Anybody else?
Shit like all over the place.
I do have one thing to say. I mean, if they emulate the structure more of how PC works, it could actually work really well. Like if more companies did like say peer to peer, it could be decent with games. or if they went off the company servers instead of their own, it would take less stress off of it. The other thing is, I know for a lot of people that are used to console, they're not too familiar with how infrastructures and stuff work. But really, if you get a better router and you buy premium internet, most of the time your servers will run fine. And I mean, for a lot of people, unless you're just buying traditional TV and a house phone instead of a cell phone, you can get premium internet and a decent router and you'll be all right. So for those type of streaming services, if they went that route, it would work a lot better than what it currently is. But the problem is a lot of the console companies really don't know how to keep their own servers running that effectively. So it would be better to just have the companies that have these games and use their servers to be more efficient, because that's how it works on PC. And most of the time, servers run pretty solid when people play.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What about you, Dirty? You've been quiet. What you think, man?
Wait a minute, repeat that question again.
No, we were talking about the PS5 and the whole entire about them. You know, they still doing this generation thing, and you know, Microsoft and Nintendo, they doing their own separate thing and all that. Who we was talking about?
I mean, with the PlayStation 5, I mean, it's cool, you know what I'm saying, to have a, you know, still a traditional console, man, that, you know, that plays physical games. I mean, that's what I like, you know what I'm saying? And I know that they're trying to move into that era of, you know, just a, you know, a box sitting in your entertainment system with just downloaded games on there. You know, I'm cool with downloadable games, but I'm still that cat that still wants his physical, you know, just like, you know, you guys, all of us like to collect games, you know what I'm saying? Either they retro, you know what I'm saying, or if they new. And if it comes to, you know, like Microsoft is talking about just this box, you know what I'm saying, and you just get downloadable games, like that trend is going to go away of collecting games. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's cool what Microsoft is doing. Don't get me wrong. They want to be everywhere on your phone, your tablet, your laptop, at home, on the go. That's cool. But me, I'm going to stay old school, man. I still want my physical. I still want to collect. You know, 10 years from now, I want to go back and say, man, you know what? That was a good game that was on the Xbox One or the PS4. Let me pick that up. You know what I'm saying? And after this generation, man, moving forward, like we ain't gonna be able to do that no more. It's just like, damn, I should have got the game back then. I should have got the game, you know, 10 years ago, digital, and they don't even have it no more. So I can't buy it. I can't buy it physical or digital because they not, you know.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about it is that you won't be able to actually own your games when you're streaming.
I feel like being realistic about this, Sony absolutely does not have to rush into this in the current position they're in. And Nintendo, since they kind of got a cult fan base, it's kind of 50-50 on whether they really need to rush into it so much. But Xbox absolutely has to. And we've been speaking about this for years, but not enough of their fan base buys a large amount of their games, not even their really good ones. So they're back against a wall to where they at least have to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we got some type of noise coming from Dirty's end.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I had to mute you for right quick, Dirty.
Do you hear anything now? I'm good.
I heard a little bit, but not as bad as we heard a while ago.
Okay. I got a question. How are you doing this when Google Plus died yesterday?
Oh, it did?
Google Plus died?
Well, it's ending. They're not using it no more.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we never own it no more.
Yeah, it's not convenient.
Yeah, remember how, like, about 2, 3, probably 4 years ago, when I first did my podcast, I used to go to Google Plus to invite people to the podcast. I don't do that shit no more.
It's just obsolete now.
Yeah, very. You know, oh, well, it is what it is.
Just like my camera. My phone was like, all right, you're at 4%. turn that damn camera off.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't really see any questions in the chat, so I guess we'll end it right now. I don't see no questions. So yep, it was a good podcast. You know, we'll do it every Wednesday. We actually did it 2 weeks in a row. So yeah, yay me. So yeah, do it again next Wednesday. As far as the content on this channel, dude, I'm still working 60 hours a week, man. Y'all just have to be patient, man. I'm tired. I know some people has been inboxing me on my retro content.
Just take your weekly podcast to be grateful, you vultures.
So yeah, like whenever I get the extra energy, you know, I do it. But right now, I'm trying to use the energy that I have left to at least hit the gym 3 to 4 times a week. So I'm back doing that. So you know, whenever I get into really tip-top shape, then maybe I can do more content. But right now, I got
gym day, but somebody will invite me to a podcast.
So I got to, you know, put my health first before I start doing a lot of these videos, because a lot of people has really let themselves go doing YouTube over the years, man. And I'm really trying not to be,
especially Mr. None for You over there.
Oh shit. Yeah, when I first got into the YouTube community, I was at least 30 to 40 pounds smaller than what I'm in now. So yeah, I do got to take gym seriously more. So, and plus, whenever I get my new house, I will have a room to myself, so it makes things more convenient, easier for me to set up. So yeah, like I say, appreciate y'all coming in, and we will. I guess before we end it, anybody do anything in their channels? Anybody?
I am actually currently downloading Forza 4 on my computer right now, so maybe later I'll.
You're part of the problem. Download.
I got that fucking Game Pass. Might as well use it for something.
Okay, why is PlayStation the best? Oh my god, there we go.
I will. Like I also stream on Twitch. Just throwing that out there.
Drinking that Sony water.
Usually on Tuesdays.
Shuhei Yoshida.
Of course.
Hey, I shit you not. I was at a Sony store one time, and they had a Sony bike in there. Not even making that up.
Sony make lots of things.
Didn't they have a PlayStation Jordan shoes collaboration not too long ago?
That sounds hilarious.
I thought they did.
Yeah, Sony makes a lot of things. They don't make good movies or.
Oh damn!
I mean, playing devil's advocate here. How many people are making good movies right now that aren't remakes? Just saying.
Well, only Marvel making good movies, don't you know?
So you know what?
That's what I'm saying. Like that's
speaking of Marvel guys, like you know how everybody be dissing on DC. Honestly, I like DC movies. It's just Marvel has set a higher standard.
I like DC movies too. If we're talking animated ones.
Because if it weren't for Marvel Studios, if there was no Captain America, no Marvel Studios, and all that, then I think you gotta go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I guess the outro. Get up out of here.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for dropping by, guys. This was a fun podcast. Happy to be back from.
Oh, I forgot. He's married now, so his wife, she got that whip right there, right next to her.
Crack that whip on his ass.
No way. That's off that computer.
He said, "Nigga, clock out."
All right, man. Appreciate it.
What you gonna do?
That married life, man. Shit. Damn, what the hell I was talking about, man? I'm already getting I don't forgot what I was talking about. Boy, that's
you talking about Marvel.
Oh yeah, like I actually enjoyed Batman vs Superman and Man of Steel. Like, even though they might not get scored as highly as Marvel movies, but I'm gonna be real. If it wasn't, it's the Marvel Studios that's setting that high standard.
I'm gonna have to argue with you on that one though for 3 reasons. And this is coming from a big comic book fan. Like I wish Thea was here to back me up on this one. Okay, so here's the 3 problems with DC. And keep in mind, I'm a DC fan because their comics and their animated movies. And cartoons
dude, I saw just the Superman the other day. That is an awesome movie, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like they do all their animated stuff so well, but the problem with the movies is, one, they get the wrong actors. Two, they rushed the continuity where Marvel took a long time to build everyone's stories and bringing them together. And three, everything that happens in the comics and animated stories, they ignore. So for big comic fans, it just ruins like the whole experience. Like, if you want to see a good Suicide Squad because the movie was terrible, look for the animated movie called Batman Assault on Arkham, because that's the real Squad story.
Yeah,
and that one,
I saw it on the Ruko box.
You're right,
Tell
but
me,
you're wrong.
Tell me it wasn't the GOAT. Tell me it wasn't the GOAT when all six of them was just wreaking havoc, and then Batman showed up, and they were all scared. Like, they forgot there were six of them.
That movie is actually supposed to take place in the Arkham series of games.
The main problem with DC movies is not Marvel. It's not, these little, because I think they do get nitpicked because of Marvel's success. I do believe that, and I'm gonna let you know. Full disclosure, I'm one of the biggest DC fan bitches on the planet. And
I thought G-Rock was.
But the biggest problem is the success of the Dark Knight trilogy. That is the biggest problem with DC movies right now, because they took that quote unquote gritty realism of what they did with the Batman in those movies, and they thought, well, that's what made them successful, and we got to keep doing that. And that's what happened with, trying to take a more realistic take on Superman. Obviously, Batman is super dark. He was dark before, but now he's like super dark now.
Mm-hmm.
And they try to apply that to characters who don't really fit that mold. And that's their biggest problem. I think they're going to come out of that soon. It looks like they're going to come out of that. You got James Gunn now doing Suicide Squad 2. So that is great.
Oh, okay. I heard that movie was delayed because of Will Smith doing other movies.
No, that movie is delayed because the script was dog shit, and they got rid of the guy who they had a director before, but they were like, man, now we can get James Gunn. So they pretty much told that guy to go home and chill out, and it got pushed back because James Gunn is basically rewriting the script, and that's why it got pushed.
Doug Joker was so bad, I was hoping he got shot in the drive-by.
Oh, damn.
The Joker isn't Jared Leto's fault. It's more David Ayer's fault, the director. And again,
I mean, the look was just weird too, though.
The look didn't bother me as much. I just think the take on it, they cut so much shit out of that movie too. I don't know if you knew that. But
oh yeah, I saw the extra stuff.
Yeah, they cut so much stuff out of the movie, and David Ayer is good at making street movies. That's what he's good at. So that he turned Joker into like this gangster that parties, goes to clubs. And
I just felt like in that movie, Joker was that type of dude that if he ran up on you with the gun, you would still throw the ones at him. Like,
yeah, he wasn't.
You ain't
like,
trying to see these hands. He
I
wasn't intimidating.
I still have a lot of confidence and faith in DC Extended Universe. I think a lot of people is trashing it because we know Batman's their main movie that sells the most because of the success of Batman Begin and Dark Knight and all that. But of course they changed.
I mean,
actors.
after Wonder Woman though, that's hard to say because Wonder Woman was the GOAT. That was fantastic.
That was a really good movie, Wonder Woman. It scored really high.
Up until the end.
The only problem I have is like with Marvel movie success, now we got every fucking comic book nerd fan out there going, well, Disney should buy this company so they can. It's like, just stop.
It's like stop. Everybody wants Disney to eat up.
We don't want to suffer an entertainment monopoly just because a couple of you fucking nerds can get a good, might get a decent comic book movie out of it.
I have confidence in Aquaman. That trailer does look fire.
Aquaman looks amazing.
It looks fire.
Good. Hell, Shazam looks good too, actually.
Shazam looks.
It looks more like a comedy, to be honest.
I think DC just needs to be more gritty, like the comics. Like, I would like, as weird as this sounds, and this is my personal opinion, of course, just to put on record, I would like the people that created Watchmen to do some DC movies.
Ooh, that is
That
a very
movie.
dark movie.
I think that would be a nice
dark movie.
Zack Snyder. Oh, you mean the writers?
Yeah, the writer. I think that would make an excellent combo.
When they started this whole DC movie thing, like they had some kind of rule saying no fun allowed or some shit like that.
So, do anybody think Ben Affleck is a good Batman, or I think he's trash?
He's okay. I'm not gonna say he's trash, but I'm not gonna say he's amazing. He's okay.
So, who is that perfect fit to play Batman besides him? I won't say he's perfect. Well, Christian Bale is, but he don't want to do it no more.
Christian Bale wasn't. See, that's what I'm saying.
I like Christian Bale in that other Batman.
Hung up on Christopher Nolan's Batman. That is the biggest problem with DC movies right now because they. When was the last one? 2012? Is that when Dark Knight Rises came out?
I think so. That was an awesome movie.
So I mean,
my thing with DC is
they had to start really late because of.
But then again, those movies wasn't part of the DC extended universe. Right. That was another one.
That's because that's what I'm saying. That's why it's the part of the problem that DC is having is that those movies weren't part of this universe, so they had to start all over again.
But who was the first? Was it Man of Steel? Who was the first movie in the DC extended?
Man of Steel was the first. Yeah.
I think it was Man of Steel.
My thing is, I just want continuity ties. Like, I think we can all agree here. Out of all the CW DC shows, Flash is fucking amazing.
Oh, they're all good.
So if they would have used them in the movies instead of getting other actors, I think that would be better. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a Flash fanboy as far as the show, so I actually watched like their panels and stuff when they went to Comic-Con and stuff like that, and they were saying that they openly wanted to do it, but DC was so cheap that they picked other actors for the movies because they could lowball them less money than they were giving the actors for the TV shows. And I feel like it would be more continuity and connection to get characters and people that people already love from these shows to just do the movies.
If you ask in the Marvel shows, I mean, they don't really interact, but they're loosely within.
Loosely.
Very loosely. Because the two heads of the divisions hate each other. That's why.
Yeah. So if you ask me to do that, play Arrow, he could be a perfect fit for Batman because it's kind of like the same shit.
I like Arrow, but it really feels like
you don't think so. I think he could be a good Batman.
Well, here's the thing. I agree with both of y'all. I agree with Nick because by comics go, Green Arrow is a goof and he's nothing like Batman. But they knew because he's kind of a lame character, that's not that popular, they had to make him like Batman for the show to make him interesting.
They couldn't get the Batman license, so they got as close as they could with Arrow.
Yeah, but the dude that played Arrow, he played that role perfect, so he could be a perfect fit for Batman.
But he didn't play it. He played
Batman. He didn't play Arrow. That's what we're trying to tell you. The real Arrow is not like that.
No, I know he's not like that. I'm just saying. No, the way he.
Well, the real Arrow's a borderline communist. I don't see him putting that in the TV show.
Right. So
honestly, with politics the way it is now, that would be awesome.
So in that case, who do y'all think could be a perfect fit for Batman then? Y'all can't think, can y'all?
What's his name? I think John Hamm would be a good Batman.
Shit. I don't know, man.
He's got that Batman chisel.
Got that booty chin like fucking Ben Affleck.
That chisel chin.
They should just do Batman Beyond and have Michael Keaton be old Bruce Wayne and pick somebody else to be.
Oh my God, here we go.
Nobody wants no 5'2" Batman.
5'2".
Hey, in his defense though, I don't know if you guys know, but Robert Downey Jr. is actually really short. Yeah, and what they do when he's Iron Man is they put him in not only boots that make him look taller, but they panel the shots down to make him look taller.
Yeah.
Because studies show that women won't watch like comic movies and stuff unless they think the male role is physically attractive. So they do that to make them look attractive. And they've shown studies that people that like guys they've used that they haven't done that for don't get enough women in the house. So if they play the camera angles right and give him boots, he'll be all right.
How you think Tom Cruise would get?
He's very short. He's very short.
Tom Cruise is like 5'6".
Them camera angles, man.
And apple box.
I agree with Ruby Sakurai though. Like, we need a Static Shock movie. Can we get that next Black History Month, please?
Hell,
Oh my God! There we go.
In
Black
Predator, they
History
had what's his name standing holding his own short stick because he was taller than him.
Mm. Well, we got a Black Panther Black History Month, so we might get something else, man.
Yeah. They swear
Okay. I would be cool with Arnold being Mr. Freeze again. It was cheesy but hilarious.
Stop. You cut off.
Dude, those. Oh no, I'm sorry. Those
Like
movies,
all I
I'm
could
sorry.
think when I saw Arnold
was trash.
all I could think when Arnold was Mr. Freeze was I'm too swole for this outfit.
I'm sorry. I like the Michael Keaton Batman movies better than George Clooney. Oh my God, George Clooney. Jesus Christ, he's the worst.
George Clooney, he said he was trash. So
that was trash, dude.
But it wasn't his
fault. Oh no, man. I like the late 80s. When did Batman Return came out? 89?
It was supposed to be Val Kilmer again, but he had to drop out like the last minute.
Yeah, Batman Returns is
was that 89 or 90?
Batman Returns is like 92. But
it was 92. I remember I was really young when I saw that. It was probably early 90s.
Batman Returns doesn't hold up.
No, it doesn't hold up, but for about around that time, it was actually good. But when the other Batman movies came out, like Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, it's like it was so cheesy, man. The acting was so terrible. Like what is this shit?
I was that Batman Returns.
I feel like it was catered to kids in that movie.
The Batmans that came after weren't as good, but that wasn't a Batman movie. That was a what's the director's name? What's his name? I'm drawing a blank for some reason. Pee-wee's Big Adventure. What's his name? That Whack Planet of the Apes movie. What is his name? Somebody in the comments.
Planet of the Apes.
Tim Burton. That was a Tim Burton movie. That wasn't a Batman movie. They said, "All right, you did really well. We did really well with Batman '89. Do what you want." And boy, did he do what he wanted to do. Joker raised by giant penguin, or not Joker, a penguin raised by giant penguins in the sewer. None of that was that's all Tim Burton craziness.
Yeah, we can all agree that Christian Bale movies with Batman, that was the best Batman movies ever. We can all agree with that.
Yeah,
especially.
And '89 is the most accurate Batman.
Yeah. No, don't get me wrong. That was good Batman movies too. It's just I don't know. The '90s Batman was trash. I'm sorry.
Christian Bale was good as Bruce Wayne, but when it come to Batman, he was. I just didn't like the voice. It's like he was straining his voice to talk. That's the only thing that killed me with Christian Bale.
Like the detective Batman.
Well, he gotta hide his voice.
I understand why, in some sense, they were trying to do what was popular with the '90s Batman cartoon that used to come on like Fox and stuff, where Bruce Wayne deepens his voice when he's Batman. It's like they tried that approach. I don't know why he had a cold, but that was clearly what they were aiming for.
So
gritty realism. That's why they did it. They like, well, if somebody hears this voice, they're gonna know that's Bruce Wayne. So they were thinking from a gritty, realistic point of view, it wouldn't make sense for him to not have some kind of weird voice thing for the people. And
there's so many comedy angles you can put with it. Like he can do that voice, and they'd be like, "What's wrong with you, Batman? Are you sick?" And he'd just be like, "I've been sick since my parents have been dead."
I mean, we all know that. I mean, I understand that people want it to be more realistic, but I mean, when you watch the movie, even the stunts and action in it was unrealistic. Yeah. So I mean, just by Christian making his voice just a deep, you know what I'm saying? It didn't have to be that deep, like he was gargling while he was talking. You know what I'm saying? It just could have been a much deeper voice. It didn't have to be, grungy like that. You know what I'm saying? It killed the moment every time he talked. I was like, come on, dude.
What actor that you can think of that has a deep voice? It has to be a white actor. We know a lot of black actors got deep voices. Hell, we all got deep voices. What white actor that can play Batman that has a exceptional deep voice.
Well, just do like they did with Star Wars. Have a white guy play the character, but have like a black guy do the voice. They can like do amazing things with voiceovers these days, man.
Or do what they did with Batman.
I don't know why.
That's a action right there.
They have Batman talking and then have like Denzel Washington doing the voice or something. I don't know.
I don't know why. Maybe it's because I've been drinking a bit. But what if Brock Lesnar was Bane? That would be hilarious.
That's funny, Nick. That's funny. I'm sorry, man. Y'all just don't really have deep voices, man.
Some of them do.
Well, yeah, some of them, most blacks, we got, we got that deep voice. We got that Barry White voice.
Like I was saying, I just solved the problem right there. Do voiceovers. Like, done. See, look at that.
Yeah,
I just solved the problem right there.
I wonder, is there a white person that has a Barry White type of voice?
I'm sure there is somewhere.
I never found them. Somewhere, they somewhere. You ain't no Barry White.
They probably do country music.
They do country music.
Yeah, because soul music is dead.
Nah, because like country musicians are really close to deeper voices. Like seriously though.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, I know one. What's that dude's name? Sam Elliott.
Who's
Oh,
that?
Sam Elliott. Yeah.
Who's that? Who's that? Who we play on? You an actor or a musician? What?
He's an actor.
Who we play on?
He played General Ross in the first Hulk movie.
General Ross, the first Hulk, the first one.
No.
He was the old dude in Ghost Rider, the first one.
Yeah, he's the old guy in Ghost Rider.
Man, you talking about these old movies I saw a long time ago?
we talking about Batman '89. What was you talking about?
He was in Roadhouse.
He was in the Mask. He was in Mask.
He's the guy in those memes that say something and on the bottom of it says "You're a special kind of stupid, aren't you?" That's him.
Oh, really? I don't know. They need to find somebody.
2003.
Or get James Earl Jones to the voice like he did Darth Vader. Have a white guy play Darth Vader, but
he can't do that because he sounded so funny doing it because he's old now. He was a weird old sounding Darth Vader. It was weird.
I think DC just need to take their time and not rush by looking at what Marvel is doing. Marvel already had this plan out or what they wanted to do, and DC kind of looked at it as, we'll throw a movie out here and there. Mm-hmm. But when they seen what Marvel was doing, how they was connecting every solo movie all the way up to the Avengers, you know what I'm saying? Then DC was like, you know what? Maybe we should do the same thing, but they rushed it.
Well,
like we shouldn't have a Justice League.
But then again, there was a big gap between I think the last Batman movie in the 90s was Batman and Robin. Am I right?
Yeah.
That came out in '97, wasn't it?
People compare DC and Marvel. There is no DC studios. There's Warner Brothers. Marvel has a dedicated studio for what they do. And DC, they just trying to make money off of, superhero movies. They have to get their organization together to where they have a DC studio, who that focuses on that stuff. They haven't had that.
Batman Begins came out in 2005, right?
2005, yeah.
So when did Batman and Robin come out? Because that was a big gap between both.
1997.
No. That was probably Batman Forever.
Batman and Robin is 97. You want to put some money on it?
97.
I think it was 97.
95.
It has to be 97. Cause I think I was in the fifth. I think I was like 10 or 11 years old at that time. So it had to be like around that time, 97. So that was like about 8-9 year gap between those movies. So and the last Batman we had was 2012. So it's been 6 years. So they kind of, they should already be in production right now. So I don't know what's going on with the Batman movie. I'm not sure if Ben Affleck going to continue to play Batman. If he is, and where is his solo movie? Because all his movies has been with the Superman, Batman vs Superman, and Justice League. And
solo movie like
there is no solo movie with Ben Affleck doing Batman. So if he's not going to do a solo movie, a lot of fans have been asking for a solo movie. Then who's gonna play the part? And
there is one theory that this Batman in the BBC movies are actually it is a continuation of the '89 Batman series.
The continuation. Did you say BBC? Did you say BBC? No,
I said BBC. Batman versus Superman. That's it. Oh, whatever. You know,
BBC.
Yes, whatever. Like it was kind of like a continuation.
Michael Get your head out of the gutter with that. I know
oh, man, that's funny.
But see, we would have that Batman movie next year if it wasn't for Warner Brothers Studios kept messing with Ben Affleck and the script, because he already had the script written. He was gonna film it, he read it, and he was gonna produce it. But they kept wanting him to go back and change things in the script that he wrote until he just got fed up. He was like, all right, look, get somebody else to do the script. I'm just going to star in it so I can do the best Batman possible. Yeah. But all that was on Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers kept messing with it. Batman would have been out for next year. Because Ben Affleck said everything was ready for production, but it was Warner Brothers that kept nitpicking about the script and all this, and I blame Warner Brothers.
Yeah, that's why I said they need DC. They need a DC Studios.
They do. Those type of movies take between 2 to 3 or maybe 4 years, in production. And I'm not even sure they ain't production right now.
Do you think Disney, other than a couple of things here and there, you think Disney is going to Marvel and be like, hey, you got to do this, you got to change that? No. They let Marvel handle their own shit. And that's why
their track history.
They need a DC Studios. That's what I'm saying. They need a setup like that to where they're self-sustained for the most part.
Yeah, that's true. Man, I didn't know he was gonna have a comic book talk. We were supposed to end this about 30 minutes ago.
Growling like a mother.
I know, man. We can always do a comic book podcast if that's what y'all want, because just like
that would be fire.
Y'all going full throttle on this bad boy.
That's a 2.5.
We could talk about how, just a little sneak peek for everyone that's in the chat, we could talk about how Black Lightning was Static Shock's mentor.
Mm-hmm. And I can come in here and I can defend Man of Steel. I'll be the only one probably.
No, we
could talk about. I like that. Also, for some of you that didn't know, we could talk about how Wonder Woman has evolved over the years, because back in the day she was literally just a stripper.
Wow.
No, really. With all her superpowers, her weakness used to be, like, way back in the day, that being tied up weakened her, even though she had super strength, which makes no sense.
Bro, we can go through all the superheroes and pick out that weird, quirky shit they used to all do.
I think what DC is messing up too is you're not going to do a Man of Steel 2, but now you want to focus on Supergirl. Is it because Wonder Woman did so well? Like,
I think that's all fluff. I don't think
not too many people know about Supergirl.
Yo, I hate her show on CW with a passion. They try so hard to make it a feminist / progressive movement. Like, one, she's Kryptonian and supposed to have pride. Why is she weak and pathetic?
She's so weak.
Two, why did a robber with a gun make her drop to her knees crying like Silver Surfer when he died in the old NES game?
Why is any person able to get away from her?
And three, if you really want to push women empowerment, why is she dating her boss? I understand you're trying to be progressive, like, oh, a white woman with a black man, like, if that's new or not, which is absolutely not. But still, that's her boss. How is it female empowerment for her to be dating her boss?
That show is so weird messaging.
I hadn't watched it yet, so I don't know.
You're not missing anything.
I'm a little upset what they do with Jimmy Olsen.
I'm gonna just stick with Flash and Arrow.
I'm hoping Flash destroys her timeline.
Wow, that's messed
I don't think that's
Why does Jimmy Olsen look like Terrell Owens?
What? Wow, that's crazy, man.
That's because the sensitive guy is big and buff to the feminists.
Why does nerdy little Jimmy Olsen look like Terrell Owens? That's what I want to know.
Man, speaking of Terrell Owens, you know he can run a 4.40 at the age of 40. Was he like 45? That dude is still fast for his age. God dang.
He's a beast.
Jesus Christ, that dude's a freak.
Maybe that's because he still owes taxes.
He could walk on to most NFL squads right now.
Yeah, he could have been playing. Like the league, the NFL, they blackballed him.
Yeah, well, it's his own fault. He's kind of a hardhead. He's kind of hard-headed and kind of an asshole.
Yeah, you gotta have teamwork because as good as he is, he's not getting past a whole squad, and he needs people to block for him. And let's be honest, when you get to that professional level, people are petty. If they're making good money, they don't mind losing games if it means someone they hate is gonna get
All
fucked
right,
up.
we're gonna start talking sports. I'm gonna leave. I
Now we're about to talk about the national anthem. Nick, you want to be a part of this conversation?
Huh?
Huh? We talking about the national anthem, and Dylan want to be a part of this conversation.
Like, I don't. You want me to talk about it?
I was just messing with you, man. We about to end this podcast, man. Okay, this was part 2 of the Game Over podcast.
Wow.
But yeah, man, we should do this again. Talk some comic books, man. The Death of Superman was my very first animated cartoon, DC cartoon I watched since The Adventures of Batman and Superman back in the 90s. It's been
man, I got some recommendations for you eventually. Then.
Now when I was on that Ruko box, saw all those lists of DC movies. Man, dude, I have a lot I'm going to watch.
Dude, you need to see Under the Red Hood. That is like my favorite. Amazing. That is my favorite animated Batman movie.
I watched it 5 times.
I'm gonna watch all of them, man. When I saw that Death of Superman, I loved it. I was like, man, I want more. I want more.
Justice League Doom is another good one.
Listen to these millennials watching movies they should have read in the comics.
Yo, that Titan movie is good too. The one where Trigon comes.
I'm gonna watch them all, man. I got plenty to watch. I got so much to TV to watch. I gotta catch up on Walking Dead. I gotta catch up on a lot of stuff, dude.
Yeah,
I heard their comics are good too, even though I haven't read them yet.
Oh, really? All right, we gotta get up out. We 30 minutes over. We in fuckboy hours right now.
I'm trying to get stuff.
Yeah. All right, guys. It was a good podcast. This is part 2, and we, out of nowhere, talked about comic books and Batman and Superman and chisel chins and shit. But yeah, it's chisel chins. Okay, but yeah, it was a good podcast. Talking a lot of stuff. Y'all know how it is when you come to my channel. We always drift off to like a whole new subject. I wasn't planning on talking about no retro games today, but we spent 30 minutes talking about retros. But hey, this is a retro channel as well too, so you're going to get the best of both worlds. So, like I say, appreciate everybody coming in. And
Drone Crusher channel.
Anyway, guys, let's gotta get our outros out the way so I can get ready to go to bed. Let's start with you, Nick.
All right, this is Nick from Gamer Incorporated. Also, you should totally check out my Twitch channel, Gamer_Nick_live. Go follow that now. Do it. Just fucking do it, all right? Shit.
Now they're not gonna do it now.
Please, I'll like say nice things to you in the chat and stuff.
No, you gotta give them eShop cards.
I know, right? Have to like people eShop cards and shit just get them to like watch. Please watch me. I'll give you stuff.
All right, T.
All right, fools. T here. Please go watch some of my videos because nobody ain't watching them no more. Every video I've done since my live stream about Nintendo's Online, they've just gone down and down and down in views.
Oh, you pissed them off, did you? Unsubscribe.
Made people upset, so help a brother out and go watch my videos so I can keep being motivated to make new ones.
Nah, they went to your boy Orange Juice. They went over there.
I know people feel like Disney can do no wrong, but they damn sure fucked up my Star Wars. So that's one thing they got wrong. But
they have to buy other companies so we can get better comic book movies.
Jesus Christ!
All right, I gotta look at those. We gotta go.
All right, that's it. Play Nintendo, fools. Just don't play it online.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Or buy it with coins.
Damn. All right, Dirty.
Yeah, this is your boy Dirty. We had an awesome podcast, and I'm out of here.
All right, short and simple. Last but not least, Retro.
What's up, YouTube? Retro Bro here. Had a lot of fun. See y'all next week.
Man, you call yourself Retro Bro, but you don't have retro games. I'm not talking about M letters. Don't talk about no M letters, you PC nerd.
Bruh, I bought every single game I play right now, just because I used the backdoor to reimburse myself.
Oh, fuck you, Nick.
You make it sound like I can't be retro and a pirate at the same time. Pirates are old school,
phony, man.
Pirates are old school too.
Okay.
Captain Hook, Peter Pan.
Retro bro with no retro collection. Jesus Christ, you phony.
I got a retro collection. It's all digital.
Even your boy Jay Dollars just say you got exposed, man.
Damn millennials, man. They don't care about that.
My whole collection is digital. That means I have it forever.
But you call yourself retro, bro? It's like Metal Jesus Rock. Okay, that's not really a retro name, but Metal Jesus Rock kind of fits with you, and Retro Bro kind of fits with Metal Jesus Rock because he actually got retro stuff.
But think of it this way: if you had physical retro games back in the day versus emulated ones, how would you stream them? I mean, yeah, they have stuff where you can do retro games and stream them now, but back then I was able to stream them prior to that technology.
I don't need stream nothing. I got the old school. I got the CRT TVs. I got everything I need. I don't need no kind of fancy shit streaming, whatever. I got the old school way.
You put a camera on your TV screen. That's how you do it.
Anyway, guys, we're about to get off topic again. Okay, so that's everybody. Appreciate everybody coming join us this week. We will see y'all again next Wednesday, same time, 6 o'clock Central Time, and we are out of here. Peace out.